Welcome to the Ben Mala podcast, where Ben Mala is going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to submit your question, go to benmala.com/podcast. You can also get Fast Pass, where it guarantees you the call on the show. That's at benmala.com/shop. Aaron is also going to read super chats, so send those our way. And today we have Vincent as a guest.
Now, if
I'm not a
anybody
guest.
needs that in English, let me know.
I'm not a guest. I live here.
It's simple. Whenever Rahal told you and you didn't understand, what did you say, Rahal?
I don't know, but
Go to benmail.com, go to class/shop, get on there and call in. Get a Fast Pass. We need callers. We're here for you. Okay? We're taking our time on Saturday night to hang out with you. So get a Fast Pass, call in with a question, and let's get this show cooking. What are you doing here?
and cooking is your middle name, baby. That's for sure.
And your ass is overcooked. I'm going to burn your ass.
Oh God,
I'm going to roast you.
I haven't been on a podcast in a long time.
That's right.
This is nice. You guys got your setup a little bit better. Nice.
All
And then
right.
we're also reading almost all
Send in a super chat. Super chat.
You already started off saying.
And if you got a
almost.
super chat that's not worth reading, I'm not gonna read it.
You better read every super chat, every dollar. Don't be disrespectful.
Speaking of super chats, we got the first. Oh dang, we got the first super chat. Shout out Ash Robin. Thank you. He
Ass
said
ramen?
this thing keeps moving. He said, Ben, come back to New York.
No.
Yes.
Next.
Yes.
No.
No, and we got to move it on. We're not going to sit here all night. We listen to your guys' bullshit. All right. You got anything else worth reading? Say.
Go back to New York.
No.
That's what he said.
Move on. Next one.
All right. Shout out Charlie.
I
Charlie,
could
thank
sit
you
here
for the
fucking 2
$5.
hours and tell you why I wouldn't go to New York. But basically, everybody already knows why. So let's move on. Sucks.
Charlie said, you know what you need, Ben? The Lamborghini Huracan.
And to be honest, I couldn't compete in New York. Guys are a lot smarter than me. What do I need?
The Lamborghini Huracan.
Huracan. I can't fit in
Very
one.
nice.
Next.
Hey, Ben, we're going to put a caller, right?
No, we
First
gotta
Fast
follow.
Pass.
Oh,
It
Is that
damn.
Rafal? Oh no, that's a nicer.
looks
Rafal.
like Rafal's twin brother. Hey, what's up? Is he zooming
Hi
in?
Ben.
Zoom out.
Hi Ben. Hi Ben. How's it going? You all right?
All right, mate. What's up with you?
Ben, I thought I'd keep it short and sweet. I first and foremost wanted to thank you for everything. You're an absolute legend. I really appreciate your time, so thank you. Ben,
Thank
I
you.
thought I'd kick it off with some sort of it's more sort of targeted towards like careers advice.
Do me a favor. Do me one favor. I don't mean to cut you off. Can
What's
you
up,
at least
what's up?
try to speak proper English?
Sorry,
Alright,
I mean
just-
I am English.
It's
I am
very
English. I'm
simple.
trying.
All you got to do is take out the accent. I'll understand what the fuck you're saying. All
All
right.
right, let me try. I'm sorry,
Right.
Ben. I'm
All right.
trying. I'm
Why are
sorry,
we
mate.
here today? Tell us why we're here.
So this is more sort of career advice.
Career
I've
advice.
just-
Okay.
Yeah, I've recently just finished university. I studied property development and the UK planning system. And I really just want to get into the industry. I want to learn, I want to get some experience. I want to earn my money so I can start doing my own sort of portfolio on the side. And I was wondering if you would have any advice to someone like myself. What sort of aspect of the industry would you suggest getting involved with? Would it be like a real estate agent? Would it be more like the management side of things? What would you suggest?
How old are you?
I am 24.
Okay. So basically, are you telling me you just graduated college for
Yeah.
property real estate development?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
right.
So what's your next move?
I want to move to London and I want to sort of get involved. I want to start.
Have you applied
working.
for a job?
I have been applying, but I'm not really sure what aspect to apply to.
Listen, you go to the biggest, I was going to say F word, but I'm going to try not to.
No, that was
Go to the
nice.
biggest fucking company at the biggest builder. Start at the fucking guy that's making all the money, the
Uh-huh.
biggest developers, and get in your fucking door. That's what I would do if I was you, because
Okay.
you get in the fucking door and there's only one way up. Well, there's only one way up.
Yep.
So I would start. If I had a degree in something specialty like that, I would go in there and pay my dues and learn the biz. All right. You're around guys, big shots, making moves, big deals. That's how you skip out all the bullshit in your life too sometimes. And then, if you want, you can do stuff on the side, but first focus on your career. How much money did you spend in time getting that degree?
40 grand.
All right. Well, now it's time to put that 40 grand to work. You need a stable career in your life at 24. Right now, you're just like guys that are getting ready to graduate from being doctors, lawyers, whatever. Now you got to make the next move. Okay, and you got to get and go with the biggest players there are that you can find. Put on a nice suit, and just say, "Hey, I graduated college. I'm here to learn the business." They'll take you on as a trainee and whatever. You start at the fucking bottom, and then whatever and eventually you're going to be at a level where you'll have a career that will protect you for the rest of your life, or you can move on doing shit yourself. But don't worry about shit right now, but landing the best fucking job you can and get the experience you need to be at the top level in the game,
I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
Hey,
Really do
and
appreciate that.
if that doesn't work, if everybody denies you and you can't get a great job like you want,
These days,
do some property management like a leasing agent or an assistant manager at an apartment complex that, you can learn a lot from that and build up your resume. So
I really appreciate that. I really
start
appreciate
at
it.
the
Thank you very
top
much.
and work your way down.
you could
all
work
right?
you could work at a brand new building that was just built as a leasing agent. And I mean, that's,
college degree leasing agent.
yeah. What's wrong with a leasing
Fuck
agent?
that. Go to the top and work your way down. Just say,
Hey, what if
get
you-
in the biggest company you can, do whatever the fuck they want you to do. Okay, that's what I would do. You get in under that umbrella, trust me, that's what works. All right, and then once you get established, your career established, then you can move on and thinking about doing your own shit when you got the money. All right,
Definitely. Thank you so
All right.
much. Really
Good
appreciate
luck.
it.
yeah,
Take care. Bye-bye.
bye. Cheerio, chap.
We actually have been to London.
We've been to London.
Don't say we, because I ain't been nowhere. Y'all been to London.
We've
We
been to
actually went
London.
there for business purposes, technically.
Yeah, that's-
You want to tell them why?
What, you had to go check out the Burberry store?
Yeah, it is. It's his business. You got any checks?
We actually went there.
You got anything to
Yeah,
read?
I mean, I do, but okay, fine. Shout out Fly Drip. Thank you for the
it wasn't
one.
real estate related. So
No, it wasn't real estate
All right,
related,
thank
but it's still a way to make money. But anyways,
Aaron
shout
did that
out
for
Fly
tax.
Drip.
Aaron did that for tax purposes. Like we took a trip with business. All right, go ahead.
Shout out Fly Drip for €1.
cheapskate.
He ain't that fly if he only got €1. That's
All right,
like
shout out
50
Saul Merritt.
cents.
Thank you for the $4.99. Hope all is well, Ben and family.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was nice.
All right, Rafael,
All right.
you got any callers?
Decent
It seems like he
people.
ain't got
Here we got
nothing.
one more super chat. My Seal. Thank you for the $2. When is the next live event?
All right.
Damn it.
Now, if Vincent can have his hotel ready, we're going to do a live event on
Fucking tomorrow, probably.
Bad luck
He
day.
just makes up these dates and he's just, oh, tomorrow we'll do it.
September the 9th through the 11th weekend.
So less than a
I'm
month.
going to be in your hotel the entire weekend.
We're sold out that weekend.
We will be if I do a live event. I can guarantee that. All right, September 9th to 11. Pick a day. Come on down. We'll send out a link. We're going live. And we're going to see what the hell Vincent's up to in that hotel. And you better have good service. And you better have clean rooms.
We got all that.
Yeah. You better have clean chairs for people to sit in.
Got all that. Done.
All right. What else? We got another
We have a
caller.
Who is this? Rafal's little
Ben,
cousin?
Yes.
Those Rafal
what's
only
going on?
like him?
I don't know. What's up?
Nothing much. I just got a few questions for you.
All right. We're ready. Let's do it.
All right. What would you do if you were 18 like me and I can, grow to be like you someday? What would you have to say?
He'd have a kid and name him Lil Ben.
Did you graduate high school?
Yeah, I just did 2 months ago.
All right. So you got no plan right now? What do you want to do?
I want to do trucking and logistics, but I'm looking at like real estate development and owning stuff. I don't really want to like sell real estate day to day, but I want to be like you, kind of just owning, flipping.
Well, it takes money, but you ain't got enough money. You're not making enough money to support yourself, right?
No.
Oh, you got to find a job first. I
Yeah.
didn't just jump into real estate. I worked in real estate, managing other people's real estate to have a paycheck to pay my bills. And then,
Yeah.
then on the side, I was able to start doing something for myself. But first, you got to establish some kind of, some rock to always protect you.
Yep.
What are you going to do? You got to get a job now. You're going to get a job. You're going to stay in school.
Job.
Where?
I got a job at a logistics company at a freight brokerage.
All right. There's a lot of money in freight, especially these days. Everybody's buying
Yeah.
shit online. Everything's more shipping is going through the roof compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, so that's what I'm learning right now. I just was going to ask you, where would you start if you were going to buy your first place?
First,
Like
you
it-
got to establish some sort of pay record. You're gonna have to work for at least a year or two
Yeah.
to file a tax return. Then maybe you can go and try and get an FHA loan. Maybe you can. I don't know where you live. I don't know how much money you're gonna make. But you take that FHA and try to buy something that's gonna have some income to it.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do when you get this job and you start working? Where are you gonna live?
Right.
Where are you gonna live? Your mommy, your daddy, where? Your
Yeah,
grandma?
probably.
So
Yep.
After you get there, you already got a job lined up, right?
Yep. I'm already working there right now.
Oh, you're already working. So you're staying at home still?
Yeah.
Well, I would think, you save up money and try to get your own place, and something that has some income to it.
Right.
You can always, and even if, you can always get a roommate too. You can live in one of the units, have a roommate, and then rent the other unit out if you find a duplex. But nothing's going to happen in your life until you establish yourself to being credit worthy. So you're going to take the next year or two, keep your credit clean. Don't go out buying no stupid shit, and saving your money as much as you can, and establishing a work history so a bank will approve you for a loan.
Right. Okay.
You're not buying no real estate without no bank's money.
Hell no.
So it's all about the bank's money. So
Yep.
you need to just start lining yourself up to borrow money. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So go to work in a year for having a year's work history and a tax return. Then go apply for FHA, apply to the bank, apply to anybody that'll help you.
Okay. What do you think? Multifamily home to start?
Listen, in a year from now, if you're lucky and you bought yourself a duplex or a triplex, you'd be doing great.
Wonderful.
You can live in one, you can have a roommate in the one you're living in, you can rent out the other. That's how you get your start. All right.
Sounds
But you got to
good.
have a paycheck and you got to have, good credit, decent credit. All right.
Yep.
Good luck to you. Thanks for the
Thank
call.
you.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
All right. You too. Take care.
And nowadays with the Airbnb, you can get a house with the in-law suite and rent that out, or like you said, rent out a bedroom. Like nowadays with the internet and how everything is and the apps, and there's so many ways to make money so easily.
Or you can go to Clearwater and buy a half a block of crack houses and fix them up like Vincent did. Big shot. And then move all your friends and family in there. Do you collect any fucking rent out of that
Yes,
place?
I collect rent out of all of them. Actually, I ain't gonna lie, somebody's late on their rent this month.
And what about the lady with all the fucking rats that moved in?
She paid her rent. What the hell am I supposed
Got a
to
bunch
say?
of fucking rats in the house. Normally the tenants complain about rats.
Honestly,
His tenants bring fucking rats.
after the video, she did come to me and she said, "I'm about to get rid of these fucking rats. 'Cause this shit is too much." People got to
She
experience
better not
stuff
let
on
them
their
loose
own.
and then they multiply and they're all over the place.
I'm telling you,
Better not catch one in my
I'm gonna
front
drop
yard.
them off at your house.
Shit. All right, what else we got, Raful?
Yeah, I got
Aaron?
some super chats.
Super chats.
Shout out BCS. Thank you for the $5. Ben, what are your thoughts on buying raw land to slightly develop and flip? I'm wanting to buy a few acres to fix up and flip. I have the equipment to do so.
You were talking about taking raw land and turning it into usable land. I mean, that's a developer's problem. You're either going to develop the fucking thing or you're going to flip it. I mean, if you think, you're going to make more money by improving it, I don't know. Maybe you will. It's all in the market. If you did your homework and there's a demand for somebody for you to flip that land that wants to build on it, then go for it. But just make sure that you're buying land that's friggin' got a real value and you can sell, because raw land is normally a reason why it's raw. Okay. It's because nobody else wanted to cook on it. But, just make sure you do your homework and you're not buying shit that you're going to get stuck with. Who the fuck wants to be stuck with some goddamn land that has no income and you're just sitting there doing nothing? So have a plan. Either sell it or build on it. Make sure that's going to work.
But I think he's trying to, like you said, get the dirt ready, maybe put foundation down, or like.
But is there a
something. Get it
demand?
ready
Is
for
somebody going to come
foundation.
and take his ass out after he does all that? Is somebody going to want to come in here and make it a strip center or something? If there is, then do it.
In South Florida, it depends on the city also. Pinellas County, you're going to be sitting on that property for a little while. But South Florida, on the right street, right area.
Commercial property, or I don't know, maybe it's good for residential. I don't know. Depends on the zoning. The zoning is the value in the property. How much can somebody build on that?
8
Is it worth a
units.
guy buying that fucking land from you and building apartments or a strip center and then him making money? Because he ain't going to waste his time unless he's going to make some money. These developers don't fuck around, let me tell you. So, you better make sure that some developers going to want to come in there and build it, or you're going to build it. And there's a reason to build it, because you're going to, be able to fill it with tenants, whether it's whatever the zoning is. All right. What else you
We
got?
have a caller.
We have a caller. We have a caller.
Caller. Oh, Mac Daddy.
Hello?
What
Hello?
up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can
All
hear
right.
you.
Hey, Ben.
Miss
Hey,
Mark, secure.
all right. Hey, I sold my house in Michigan. Made a couple $100K on it. It's probably the fourth time I've done it. This one took 7 years, just because the market I'm in is slow, right? And I'm headed to Venice, Welland Park area. I'm
Italy?
probably gonna
California.
Venice, Florida. Probably gonna-
You're wrong.
Oh.
I knew he meant
Nobody
Venice,
comes
Florida.
to freaking Venice, Florida.
Everybody in their right mind comes to Venice, Florida. It's
Well,
smart.
I got an 11-year-old and a
You've been to Venice,
14-year-old.
fucking
I have.
I got an 11-year-old and a
You
14-year-old.
ain't
They
going
don't
there.
have a Popeyes.
I'm sorry,
there.
sir. Go ahead. My son's being very
They
difficult
got a
today.
Cracker Barrel. That's about it.
All right, so what's up? Sold your house
I have
for
a-
50 grand,
I-
right?
I got an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old, and so
You
the
ain't seen nothing
schools. We're coming to Venice for the schools. Welland Park, right?
Venice is a fabulous town. Every
Yeah.
inch of Venice I saw was great. So I don't know what he's talking
My
about.
question is,
He lives in Daytona.
He must be
You-
talking about Vince's, not Venice. All right, so
Uh,
you come to Venice, and what are you going to do here?
well, I'm looking at the real estate, and all these houses are 300K 2 years ago. They want 600 now, right? There's no money to be made in Venice right now. I don't see any money. If there is any money, it's probably in a new house, getting in with a builder.
Builder's price.
Yeah, builder's price or something.
So what do you want
So-
to do? You get down to Michigan. You sure you leave in Michigan?
Yeah, well, we came here from Texas. So we got out of Texas. We've been up here 7 years raising kids, and my kids are teenagers and they want more out of life than bumfuck Egypt's where I live.
Where are
So
you at? Mansalona, Michigan?
I'm in
Cadillac, Michigan?
Traverse City, Michigan.
Traverse City.
Yeah.
That's
We
your-
fly in there. We used to fly in there and go snowmobile in Traverse City. Then we go to Mansalona.
Venice, Florida is
Yeah.
the Traverse City of Florida.
Bullshit. Anyway, so the
Right?
point is, what are you gonna do? What do you do for a living?
I'm a consultant.
Me too.
Yeah. And
I mean, can you come here and make a living?
well, I don't know.
Well, you got a family to take care of. I mean, you better make sure you can. And then what do you got? You got 200 grand for the sale of your house, but it was tax free because you lived in it, right?
Well, yeah, but I run a business out of it, so a portion of that has to go to capital gains.
Okay, that's out of my league. But the point is that what do you want to do? You want to move to Venice. You have to find an affordable place here to live, and you're gonna have to have your means to support yourself saved up, right?
Right. Well, yeah, I work for him anyway, so I get the same money every month
All right,
regardless.
so you'll get
Yeah.
you continue supporting your family basically if you move.
Right.
So now you only got 200 grand to spend. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I got about 400 or 500 with
All right, so you need to come down here and look around and,
Yeah.
and find out. Now is a good time to start lowballing people because interest rates
Yeah.
went up. So everybody that qualified for $1 million now only qualifies for $500,000 because interest rates have doubled. Okay, that's it in a
Right.
nutshell. So now prices have to come down, and you're starting to see them sit on the market a lot longer now because nobody's buying them. So you need to come down here and find the best deal you can, and lowball the shit out of them and play the game as much as you can to get the cheapest price because they ain't selling. Anything sitting on the market over 60 days is dead. If a house sitting on the market over 60 days, then it ain't selling. Normally it's because of the price. So you just got to come down here and do your homework and find out where you want to put your family, right?
Yeah, and the last time I think it was 2008 we sold out, and in 2010 we had to wait 2 years in a rental for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to release the foreclosures so that we could buy back in. We bought back in and doubled our money on that house in 2014, and then moved here and bought a house.
Great.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you just got to go down here and, look for the best opportunities out there. Find a good agent or, that's what I would do. I mean,
yeah.
anything else? All right.
All right.
Well, good luck to you, but you got to get down here and do your homework, and maybe
Yeah.
maybe you'll find a town near Venice or something. I don't know. But,
Well,
check
we're
out
gonna
the
come
area.
down and have fun, anyways.
Yeah, it's a great place. This whole part of Florida is a great place. All right. Well,
Yeah.
good luck to you and best to your family. You
I,
want?
I was gonna say something.
got a
No, that
life.
was great,
The
but
guy's willing to pack his family up, get out of the
Yeah.
freezing cold. Traverse City is a freaking country ass hole in the wall compared to any other city. I mean, it's a beautiful city with lakes, and it's a great place to go snowmobiling and skiing. But otherwise, there's no use for Traverse City.
remember that pizza place we
You
went to
know?
in Traverse
Oh my
City?
God! And the dollar store, the grocery store was the dollar store. And you know, I mean, but Traverse City was nice, but it's in the middle of the woods. Hey,
Oh,
in
man.
Traverse City Airport, in the cold dead of winter, they got a fireplace, big, giant, rock, beautiful fireplace in the middle of the airport, blazing. It's really cool. It's a great place to visit, but I wouldn't fucking live there for more than 3 days. All right,
Oh, no.
what else?
All right. Shout out Jeffrey Armstrong.
Oh,
Thank you
Armstrong.
for the $5.
Thank you. Pollock, thanks you.
He said, Colorado real estate market. Are you interested? Do you know anybody here?
No, no, and no. I met a kid. He met us when I was at Aspen. He was a real estate agent. Believe it or not, I messed up one time. I could have bought a house and I didn't do it. Now it's worth a fortune. But I'm not going to Colorado. It's too expensive, and it's not for me. It's too far away. So no, thank you.
But
And I'm sorry, but I'm sure there's plenty of people out there in Colorado that want to buy Colorado.
Colorado's booming though. I mean,
Let
there's
it
people
boom.
moving there. There's people
Mhm.
moving there. There's construction going on there. New
All right.
construction.
Well, I'm not going. He's asking me if I would.
No,
I'm not.
well, you wouldn't.
I'm not going
but
to waste his time.
for somebody, I forgot where I was.
Maybe you could go there.
No,
you
I
could
forgot
go
where I
there.
went. I visited.
But no, you're too goddamn comfortable. When I was your goddamn age, shit, I
Comfortable.
would fucking go anywhere, anytime, anyhow.
you talking about
baby.
Aspen?
Shit.
No.
Oh,
it's-
Telluride.
No,
right? No?
it's too expensive.
Whatever.
I'm talking about cheaper. I'll think about it later.
Anyways,
All right.
asking about us. Move
I'm
on.
so
Come on.
uncomfortable right now. You have
You
no
should be
idea.
uncomfortable. Get a better
You have
chair.
no, I'm saying you said I'm comfortable. I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I know. You're
You
always
have no
uncomfortable. You'll
idea.
never fucking be happy.
All right.
Your whole life, you never
It's
gonna
because
be
I
happy.
strive for greatness.
because
I
you're
want
full
more.
of shit, basically. Okay? Let's face
Well,
it.
who filled me with the
You
shit?
know, you should see what the fuck I was like at your age. Okay? Come on. Let's be serious.
You had like 2
You know?
kids.
And
you
I
know,
still
yeah,
was a running motherfucker.
Well, I'm running
Day
right
and
now.
night, running shit, trying to do whatever I could.
I'm running.
Yeah, you're running, all right.
I'm fucking
All right.
running.
You're running a fucking gravy train. Choo choo. What do you got?
All right. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Ben Most. Thank you for the $5. Have you ever traded future contracts, specifically CME, Mini S, and P500s? Do you know what any of those mean?
No, I have no idea. Futures? No, never in my life. You get only an expert knows that stuff. And but move on. I don't know anything about it. Sorry.
All right, you're gonna have to look that one up. don't
I
know
can
about
do
that.
some option trading barely. I barely understand that. But futures, I mean, I got screwed on what do you call it once on oil. Oil went down to nothing. And I said, oh shit, this is a no-brainer. Buying the fucking oil at nothing. But I didn't realize I'm buying into a futures, what was it, UCO or whatever the fuck it was. And they do oil on a future. So they're buying oil based on what they think it's going to be next month. Well, they had no idea it was going to crash, so they lost their shirt, and I lost right in them. I was 1 day off, but that's the end of the futures for me. My future is Vincent. Vincent's going to take care of me for the rest of my
That's your
life.
future. I'm
All
old as
right.
hell. I don't know what. I'm 31 years old. In
31.
real estate, 31 is like dog years. That's like a 80-year-old dog.
Honestly, I'm happy you don't have to work as hard as I did. I'm really happy. Honestly, that makes me
It
proud.
depends on what your definition of
myself.
working hard.
All right, what else we got?
All right, shout out Michael T. Thank you for the $20. I'm 26 years old, United States Air Force veteran / realtor looking for a house hack a fourplex. Also receiving 3.6 thousand tax-free a month from the VA, 100% disabled. I'm in LA, but I'm looking for a property in the Southeast. Where do you suggest?
You're a disabled veteran. They give you some.
Well,
money.
if you're a disabled veteran, you're going to get no money down and maybe some more benefits. So you need to go find a deal, and if you were smart, you'd find as many units you can, but you're not going to find it in LA because LA's too goddamn expensive. I don't know what the maximum they'll loan you.
In the Southeast.
But if you do find a fourplex, whoever you talk to about getting that loan, you need to make sure, because I was told, but verify it, that the income from the property qualifies you for the loan. So if you go out there and you find a fourplex and it's $400,000, okay, then they're supposed to count the income you're going to get from those 3 units, and that's going to pay all your bills and then some, so you're home free. I think you even qualify with no friggin' income because of the income of the property. But if I was you, I would definitely go somewhere, find a place you can find a decent deal on a fourplex that's cash flowing, and then get the no money down loan and do it. Be the smartest thing you can do is no money down.
True.
All right.
We have a
We
caller.
have a caller.
Yes, the caller. What's up?
Hi guys, hi Ben. How's it going?
How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. You?
All right.
You don't want him
Come
to
on,
answer
what do
that
you
question
got?
right now.
What do you got for us, mate?
Anytime he's sitting next to me, you don't want to ask him that question.
What?
Just go
Fair
for
enough.
What's up, mate?
So I'm here in London. I saw the video where you sold your previous office building via auction. I think it was, wasn't it?
it.
Yes, we want to get rid of it quick.
Yeah. That kind of stuff I would buy, and I wondered if there was any opportunity for buying that kind of.
In London? I don't think so.
No, where you are.
Where I am. Well, come
Yeah,
on
from
down.
here.
See, go online, look on the market. And, auctions are going to make a comeback. They died for a while because the market was so hot, but if that's what you want to do,
I think he wants to get an office building like that.
what are you going to do? What are you going to do if you buy it? I
Put
don't
a
understand.
dentist in there or something.
I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
want?
put it under management to an agent and let them deal with it, so that I could just invest the money from here and then let them guys run it from over there. Just
All
find.
right. Well,
a
if you want to do
reputable
something
agent.
like that, listen. If you want to do something like that, you can make a lot. You can make better money. I mean, you could do what you say, but what I would do is I'd be looking at a company. If you're looking for what they call passive investment, then I would be looking for a company or a property like a Taco Bell or something like that. Something that has a big name behind it, a corporate name where it's triple net and you ain't got to worry about nothing. All right. Because even if you have a management company managing it for you in those types of situations, you're still responsible for a lot of the operational parts of it because you're the owner, whether it's monetary responsible or, whatever. It's still an expense that you wouldn't have if you had a true triple net, like a Walgreens. You know what a Walgreens is? They have Walgreens in London. No, they have Wally Greens.
It's a Wally Green.
Wally Green. And so, I don't know. I wouldn't, the point is, if you buy something, I don't understand. You specifically looking at auctions, you're looking at that type of real
He
estate.
wants
No. That particular one. If you'd said to me, I've got that, I want 150, 160, whatever it is, then I would write a check for that.
Well, you need to go online. You need to go online and look for, real deals.
To me,
Okay. Buying an empty office place means you got to rent it. Okay. If you buy it and you got to put a tenant in there to make you pay your rent every month, right?
Precisely, yeah.
All right. Well, that's not the easiest thing in the world. That has to be done, and then every month, whatever, you got to collect the rent. You got to make sure, whatever. I don't know. It depends on the tenant and what the lease says on what your responsibilities are. But I mean, to me, it sounds more like you're looking to invest in real estate, but not have to worry about the shit.
Yeah.
Right. Well, then you want to go online. You want to go to all the websites that sell triple net commercial real estate. You can buy a Starbucks if you want, if you got the money. And then, but typically you buy those deals. They're not the cheapest around, but I don't know. Can you get financing? Can you get financing if you bought a property here in the U.S.?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I'd look into it, and maybe there's a London bank will loan you. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. My bank.
Listen, if you want to make money in real estate, you're not going to make it by throwing 160 grand down, buying some office that's going to give you, some return. I mean, you got to use the bank's money if you want to make real money. All right. I mean, 160 grand is only going to go so far, but it would go far. And now, if you took the 160 grand and you bought yourself a dollar store, maybe for 600 or 700 grand, and use 160 as a down payment, now you're talking about a solid, great investment.
Yeah, or
they have pound stores. You guys got pound stores? Like we have dollar stores?
Loads of them.
Pound store. Everything's a pound, Nick. But we raised ours to $1.25. Is yours now called the pound vending store?
It's the pound stretcher stores these days. They're like, the pound doesn't go very far.
There's no opportunity like that in England for you to buy like a triple net type deal where you buy a.
Do you know what? Over here, no one's really buying what we call high street. So, like high street retail there's a lot of empty premises around on the high street. So people aren't really buying that. I prefer to buy industrial, light industrial, or offices that are divided into smaller offices for small, medium-sized businesses, specific, small, medium-sized
Now
businesses.
that's smart. You know why? Because offices are getting crushed right now, and
Yes.
landlord and tenants do not want all this extra goddamn space. They want to shrink down because they don't need so much space. Because even without COVID, everybody learned I can fucking do this job from my house on my computer. All right.
Yeah.
So basically, it's changed the entire office business. Okay, where landlords have got big problems right now. I can buy office buildings for pennies on the dollar, but the problem is it ain't going to happen with a magic wand. Even if you buy an office building really cheap and you start chopping it up, like we do that with big box retail. We'll take a store that we can't rent because it's too goddamn big, and we'll throw a wall up in the middle and rent 2 stores out because it's easier to rent something smaller. I mean, there's a lot. If you can find the tenants and you have the demand for your supply, then you would crush it in office buildings right now if you chopped up the space to smaller pieces.
And that's the idea, because you've got companies that are downsizing, people that have been working from home for a long time. And now those guys are going, do you know what? I've been working from home for a long time. The only problem is I've got the children at home. I've got my wife at home. There's a lot of distractions. If I had a small office I could go to, and they're going and they're renting small offices just for somewhere to go to. A lot of these offices have got like communal meeting rooms. If you've got a meeting
WeWork.
the
guy from
WeWork, that kind of style.
Was it
But to
WeWork?
invest in that stuff over there,
American greed.
yeah,
His
to invest in
timing
that stuff over there is really affordable.
You know what the problem with WeWork was?
Go on.
The problem was he was ahead of his time. Okay,
Yeah,
he timed it all wrong. He timed it before COVID and Zoom and all this shit. If he would have timed that shit now, he would have been a fucking bazillionaire probably. But anyway, some chaps bought him out, I think, and anyway.
All right, Ben.
All right, well, good luck to you. I appreciate the call, and good luck, mate.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Cheers.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. Everybody has their situations, but I'm not used to, or you're not even used to it, buying stuff that's really far away from where you live and like out of the state, out of the country.
It's on the tenants.
I'm saying most people.
I went to the Home Depot one time. The day I looked at it, says, I'll buy that. I went to the BJ's one time. I said, I'll buy that. I ain't been back yet. It's been like years
and
now.
What, that's 2 out of 1,000, properties that you've done.
Yeah,
because you like to.
That's on a big scale.
5.
But you
That's
like to drive by.
What was that? Like
All
a
right.
$20-something million deal, something like that. I don't
But
I
know.
don't know. But
I don't know.
You got anything else? Because we're not going to sit here all night listening to Vincent.
Yeah, we are. God
Bullshit,
damn it.
God damn it. I heard enough of his shit.
No, because you're always missing stuff on the podcast. Okay.
All right, tell us what we're missing.
Anyway, from me being a baby with you and driving properties,
baby.
you drive properties every fucking day.
Used to.
You still
When I
do.
was
What
your
are you
age.
talking about? You still
No.
do. Little Ben does.
Look.
I do. Aaron does.
We
Everybody
got
does.
computers now.
We like to touch our properties. We like to get out. We like to see them every day. Like, I mean, I can't even imagine owning a property I can't see every day. Yes, you're doing that now, but for starters, you need to have a property.
But you're a little G. I'm
a
a
little
top G.
G. I'm a little OG.
You're OG. Every time somebody calls me and says, you know what Vincent did? I go, OG.
I like that. That sounds good to me. I'll take it.
All right, you got
All right,
anything
shout
else?
out Joe. Oh,
Uh-oh, that guy.
Uh-oh.
one more caller. One more caller.
This guy, I'm telling you now, he's a winner.
He looks
What's up, Ben? Oh, my goodness
Oh,
gracious.
he looks like
He looks
Mike.
like somebody
Big
tried
Mike.
to save their disguise, to redisguise themselves. So
No, Ben, I grew up right down the block from you. I used to be on Beach 15th Street all the time. You were on 43rd.
Beach 15th. Let me tell you something about Beach 15th, okay?
It was never good.
15th was a much better area than the 40s. Beach 15th, you probably live right near the beach in Ocean Towers or some shit, right?
No,
here.
my grandparents grew up. My grandparents were in Cedarhurst.
Oh, Cedarhurst.
Yeah, I know. Don't even
That's what
start.
county cops wouldn't let us in Cedarhurst. They stood at the borderline.
And they
Right.
kept us on one side of the
You grew up
tracks.
in a nice middle-class family in Nassau and Cedarhurst and Beach 15th Street. Oh, you bullshit. You ain't from the fucking projects like me. I can tell the shine on your head. So what do you got, Rockaway boy?
No, I ain't no Rockaway boy. I wasn't as good as you, man. I wasn't as good as you. No,
So what's
listen.
up? What are you doing here tonight with us?
So I screwed my credit up.
You
Okay.
screwed who?
I screwed my credit up thanks to COVID. I lost 2 companies. I lost 2 businesses. I've been in marketing and stuff. And I screwed up my credit. Completely shot in the ass now. I'm living down here in Florida, right? You know, in Lake Worth, right by Vincent.
I know where Lake Worth is.
I know. And I want to start getting into some of the real estate buying and selling, but my credit shot in the ass. How can I do it? How can I do?
You got to go hard money. You know, what are you going to do if you fuck your credit up and there's no chance? I mean, you know, spring chicken, you die, you beat it just like I do. I'll tell you right now. I mean, there's no chance that
We're the same age. I'm born 67, like you.
Holy shit, he's younger than me.
I was gonna say.
I thought he makes me feel good about being older than him now. Hey, but seriously now. So, all right, you're still not that old. You're younger than me. Is there no chance in hell that you can go to a credit place that specializes in cleaning up credit? A lot of them are nonprofits, and you can improve your situation to get a credit score of 600.
Oh, I can. I'm doing it. I'm in the middle of it. Like my house in Jersey, I'm dumping it now because I can't be with the Demorats up there. They make me sick. Yeah, I said Demorats.
That's what I call them.
Oh, you can't put
Are
me
you
in.
serious?
Not all Democrats are Demorats. The problem with politics is we got to take the good ones away from the bad ones, and take the good Republicans away from the bad Republicans, and put all the good people together and get the fucking nuts to go get real jobs. But anyway, so
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
How much money are you getting out of that house in Jersey? How much?
Nothing. I'm literally walking away in a short sale getting
That's
my ass.
depressing me tonight, okay? He's
I
got
wish
bad
I could
credit,
say.
walking away from a fucking house in Jersey and not getting no money. You're fucked up.
He needs
I
your.
screwed up. I had it IO'd. I had it IO'd for
Just let me
18 and
tell
a
you,
half years.
It can happen to anybody, and I don't want to be rude and mean, you know, because let me tell you, I could have easily went belly up in 2008 when the real estate market crashed, but I got lucky.
But Vincent
You know?
came out and helped you
Yeah,
after
right.
college.
This
so-
was a baby.
So I got
What
a
do you
very
wanna
dear.
What do you want to do?
I got a very dear friend that's over here. You know, his nickname is Bagels, and
Bagels? I know Bagels. He got money. Bagels got a lot of dough.
yeah, he does.
All right, you got
He's
Bagels.
making money in dough.
So what do you want to do? You got to bring your credit up. You're going to dump the house in Jersey, and now
That'll help me on the credit score once I get it, the short sale, get it out.
All
and
right,
get it
I like
open.
that.
Well, he wants to get, we're trying to get about 30 or 40 doors over the next year and a half, so we can turn around and build a little something as we're getting older, so we have some income coming in.
Bagels got any money or what?
Yeah, he's okay.
Oh, how's his credit? Can he get the loan for you?
Well, he can get it, but it would be under him.
So,
I don't know.
So what you do is you let him get the loan on it, and then
But it should be under a new corporation. Like I don't want to have any issues.
Let me tell you something. If you talk to a real estate attorney, okay, you can still protect your ass, even though you ain't got no money in it. So what are you protecting? I don't know. You're using poor Bagels' money. Who's gonna
No,
find?
I got money too. It's not like I'm broke.
You had something in the mattress. You ain't stupid. I knew that. So basically, I mean, you're just gonna have to let him be your front man, and then you have to
I
make
don't
sure.
need it I would never do that. Like I don't want to do it with him.
Not doing
everything's-
wrong. There's nothing wrong. He's the guy getting the credit, and then you got to protect your ownership interest in the deal. I had plenty of deals where I was the only one on the loan, or my partner was the only one on the loan. I mean, if you really have a true partnership, then he could be the one on the hook for the loan. The bank may not even care if you're on it because they'll say, "Well, we don't care. We got Bagels to go after." So, I mean, the point is this: what do you want to do? What do you want to buy? You want to buy 30 or 40 apartments in this market? It's starting to turn.
No, but to be honest, you had the greatest ideas on turning things like the old motels, turning them into like 55 and older, or for long-term living.
Well, if it's the right location and you buy the place cheap enough and you're able to put in some sort of decent kitchen, then I think it's a great way for affordable housing for maybe people that are on Social Security, or I think, a person that ain't got a lot of stuff, or a senior citizen, maybe they're on Section 8. I mean, I always love to do senior housing, You know why?
Because they don't bother you and they pay every month. You don't have to worry about it.
And they don't use shit. Anyway,
they don't complain.
If you can find a beat up old mom and pop and even you have to maybe look at the zoning on it. But even if the zoning's not there for multifamily, you can always rent it by the month. They're going to pay you. You don't care. I never had leases before. When I was in California, we did everything month to month. Every month they pay and every month they stay, and that was it. All right, but anyway, you're on the right track. So find a deal, try to get the loan, and do it.
Yeah, well, I watched a bunch of your older stuff, and you had a bunch of guys on that, for hard money on the loans. And I just want, look, am I really pounding the pavement to try and get big numbers, with a bad credit score on it?
I mean, the point is this: you got to line the money up. All right, you got to line the money up.
The DP is easy. The down payments are the easy part.
All right, well, you got to line up the big part of it. The down payment's only going to be 25 or 50, 30% maybe. You got to line the money up. So
look, our 20% is there. It's the rest of it.
All right, well, go find somebody that loans money. You got A, B, C, and D lenders. If the A lender ain't going to touch you, even though Bagels is looking clean, I don't know. Just go with him to the bank and say, listen, we want to buy a property. Put it in front of them.
Okay.
All I can tell you is no or why or what you got to do to get it. And if the A lender don't work, go to the B lender. If you got to go all the way down to hard money to get your foot in the door, then that's what you got to do. But interest rates are going up. You better hurry.
No, well, I'm looking for the crash coming in the next year. Because it as well.
Well, then line yourself up with the money, and you'll make money on the crash. Because there'll be a lot of shit to buy. All right, listen. Go on, consult with Ben and get a hold of me privately, and I'm sure we can talk about serious shit. All right, Ben. All right, adios.
Thank you, Ben.
All right, rock away.
Jesus Christ! Everybody from New York. I don't know. You
All
guys all related, but to some.
No,
there's one
we
person.
grew up in a place where it's cutthroat, hardcore, and he didn't really come in the part of town I did.
I don't know.
I gave it a dangerous part of town.
He reminds me of like 3 other people I know from New York or
He
Jersey
reminds me
or
of the guys
something.
that drive the bus at the Boardwalk Apartments. All right, what else
All
we
right,
got?
guys, shout out IGH Properties.
Ding,
Thank you
ding,
for
ding,
the
ding, ding, ding,
$300.
IGH, motherfucker.
Damn, he's still giving you money. I like
He's
him
a
a
great
lot.
guy because he
Thank
cares
you very
about the
much.
fucking
He's good.
Pollock. He wants to make sure Pollock, he's trying to buy a house.
I bet.
He's trying to get a down payment.
I bet IHG, since he's been messing with us, I
IGH.
guarantee.
Don't say it. That's rude.
IGH.
Stop saying.
IHG,
It's
IGH.
rude to say how much money he's given. He gives
No,
because
I'm not
he's a
saying.
great
I'm
guy.
saying he's made money
Yeah.
by
He's
following
making a
you.
fortune, I'm sure.
I know he's bought
And
and
I met
sold
the
a
guy
lot of stuff.
personally at least a half a dozen times
I
already.
know.
think.
Every time I
Yeah.
see
He's a
him, he's
great
bought
guy.
something else.
He's a
And
smart guy, and I really, and the Pollock and all of us appreciate his generosity.
But we appreciate everybody's generosity. All this money
Because it
goes
goes to
to
Pollock with the
improving
equipment and all that
the
shit.
YouTube
oh, it
channel.
really does.
I
I
wanna
see,
put you-
cameras, mics, lights,
I see
everything
new
that Rafal
equipment. I
needs
see
to produce these
screens and all
videos.
this.
Yeah, you see it all.
I
don't
see
you?
Rafal's finally bought a new shirt. Like he doesn't look like such a bum. I mean, it's getting there.
I like
Money's
that brand.
going
I
to-
have that brand too.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah, I think he's also up to 2 hookers a week instead of 1 now.
Hey,
All right.
that's progress.
All right, what do we got? Thank you, IGH. I'll be IGH.
One more?
Come down September. I'll be there the whole weekend.
You,
The
re-
9th, the 10th, and September 11th.
you
Okay.
really wait? Did you just really like pick a date today, right now, and just start it right now?
No, I consulted with the general manager, and the property is available, and it's a slow time of the year. So I'm not going to sit around like you do with empty goddamn rooms. I'm going to get my ass over there, and I'm going to make that hotel some goddamn money. If I can do it, I'll do it. Because I'm going to cross the line. I'm going to fill those goddamn rooms, and you sitting around, well, there's not much we can do. All these buildings are empty. It's not the season, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have your ass out there helping me rent rooms that night and being thankful all the people that are going to come down and see us. September 10th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, baby. Pick your day or pick all 3. But Vincent will be there to take care of every one of your needs.
I got one thing out of that whole conversation. You crossed the line. That's for sure.
All right, what else we got?
All right, shout out Joe Rogers. Thank you for the $5. Ben, here's $5 for gas in the rolls. I know times can be
That'll
rough.
get me
I got
exactly
you.
5 blocks. It cost $1 a block to drive the fucking roads. We took it out last night. I measured it. We went exactly a half a mile, which is about 10 blocks. It cost me what, $20 round trip.
Yep.
I could do an Uber with that motherfucker. I'm gonna start having Matt do Uber with my rolls.
Rolls Royce is not
We'll
the
call
best
it
one.
5XL or 4XL, the same size as my shirt. 4XL.
The Rolls Royce.
Uber.
The Rolls Royce is a V12, isn't it?
Yep.
That's
V12.
right, 12.
You
That's
gotta-
equivalent to 3
And
of your
honestly-
cars.
That Rolls,
He's got 3 4-cylinders. The only guy I know that drives around with a BMW 4-cylinder. Oh, it was a good deal. He's got the X-1.
It's a project.
right.
It's a project car.
one more super chat. Let's see. Shout out only Fanabis. Thank you for the $50.
50
Appreciate
big
it.
ones. The Polish are eating good
Very
tonight,
much.
baby.
Hey guys, hope all is well. God bless.
Oh, and by the way, he also needs money because his family shut down his store for remodeling, so they're making a new Polish Amish store, and he's trying to raise money to buy fancier Polish
He
decorations.
does. He needs
for Amish.
funds.
He needs to get an Amish outfit. All right. Anybody ever come to Clearwater, Largo? Go to the Amish store. Where's it at, Rafal? I bet
It's,
you don't know the address.
Damn shame.
it's Amish Country Store in Largo. That's the full name.
You don't even know the address of the friggin' store.
Come on.
14th Street.
What a dumbass.
Damn.
All right, here we
have another
go.
caller. Yeah.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I'll cut to the chase. I'm 23. Kind of an excited point in my life. I have my fiance with me here. Hello.
Well, no wonder you're excited. At 23 and they got a girlfriend and a fiance, then hell yeah, you're
Yes.
excited. Probably
She
silly night.
yeah, she graduated nursing school. I'm a licensed plumber now. We are about right at 100,000, and we were looking into homes. I just wanted to ask kind of a more of a price guide. We were looking at like 400. We live in Oklahoma, so the market's below national average. And also, I guess like bigger ultimate goal would be to take the equity and refinance later, like in like 5 or 10 years, to go get rentals. Just wanted your
Well, first step is how
aspect.
much you paying in rent? How much you paying in rent right now?
1150.
$11.50. All right, so $11.50 will probably buy you about, I don't know, a couple of $100,000 house, right?
Mhm.
All right, so I mean, basically, if you look for a house, I mean, let me ask you a question, and this may not be for you. You know,
Mhm.
your fiance may not approve of it, but no offense. But the point is this: you know, at your age, okay, and she looks a little older. I kind of seen her there.
I'm actually younger.
Adam.
I'm just kidding.
He bosses him around though, I bet.
So basically, if I was you guys,
Mhm.
I wouldn't at 23, you get the house anytime you want. You don't really need a house till you start having kids. Did you guys have a kid yet?
No,
All
we
right.
don't.
Well, there you go. I know somebody
Don't
that has a
do it.
fiance
Don't
that has
do
a
it.
kid.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm also 31,
Yeah,
so
okay.
they got
Anyway,
time.
the point is, at 23 years old, you know, I would honestly team up together and, you know, try to go look for something that had some income, because the income from the property, if it provides you a place to live and income, the income will take away your expensive living. And now you're going to save $1,150 a month, and that's like making $1,150 a month.
Yes.
So if I was you
Okay.
guys, I'd be looking at duplex, triplex, fourplex, FHA. That's what I would do at 23. You guys got good jobs. You're going to qualify with no problem. You only need 3.5% down. Neither one of you is ever in the military, right?
No.
Okay, so you go FHA. Both of you go sit down with any bank you want. They all do FHA. Go online, go to Quicken or any of those other websites and apply for the FHA loan. See how much you qualify for, but try to look for something with income.
Okay.
Because if you're just moving to a house, all you're going to be doing is increasing your money every month. If you go out tomorrow and buy a $400,000 house, you're going to be paying $2,000 a month instead of $1,100 you're paying. So you kind of hurting yourself. But if you're smart and you start buying something now that you can live in and also is going to bring you an income, then you're on the right track. Because a year from now, you can move out and rent that place out. And then
Okay,
you
so
do it again.
you're saying buy something more or less of equal value and then cash out
You
on
guys
it later.
can swallow having some neighbors or tenants,
Yeah.
which would be great experience for you. Let me tell you. He didn't know shit about property management. You know why he knows everything about property management? Because I made him live with the tenants.
I
He
live
lived
in
it.
every
He had
apartment
to live in the
complex.
hotels. He had to live in the apartments. He was there dealing with it. And he got the greatest experience you'll ever could get. So if you guys could find a fourplex that you qualify for, now take it also. The income from the fourplex will help you qualify. If you go out tomorrow and find a fourplex for $400,000, right? and you live in one of the units, the other
Mhm.
3 units are going to pay you at least $1,000 a month. You're moving into a place that's paying you $3,000 a month. Guess what?
Yeah.
That $3,000 a month probably going to cover your taxes, your mortgage, and all the other expenses, and you live for free.
And you
Okay.
said she's a nurse, and I know for a fact nurses probably get paid more than any other profession up there.
He just
So
said
she
they make
knows.
$100,000 a year together. They're young. They're starting out. They're building their careers.
I thought they said they had $100,000
No,
cash saved up.
you
No,
guys
I'm
got-
sorry.
you guys
No,
make
we,
$100,000 a year, right?
Yeah, we make I make 60, she makes 50. Yeah.
All right,
that's
those
still
guys are
above.
starting. Yeah, that's great. So there you go. They go qualify. They buy a 4-plex. They live in one of the units. They rent the other 3 out. It don't take a rocket scientist to have 3 apartments to
I'm
rent
saying,
out.
put a couple nurses in
He's
there.
done hundreds.
Put a
You can do
couple
3.
nurses in there. They make good money, and most of them travel, or maybe some travel nurses,
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
Listen, go get qualified
Okay.
right away. That's step number 1. Get you and your fiance. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it matters if you're married or not. They may make you get-
We will be in March, so if we
All
had
right,
to wait
well,
a
there
little
you go.
bit, then-
Well, now's the time. Now's the time to hurry up and line yourself up to get a loan. They'll tell you exactly what you need to get a loan. All right. So now's the time to do your homework and prepare for it. Okay.
Okay.
They may let you do
Okay.
it now before being married. They may not care, So tell them are you living together?
Yes.
Well, there you go. You both got the same address, then maybe they'll swallow that, but you got to get pre-qualified, lined up. And then I would try to at least look at income properties before you buy just a house that's going to cost you more money. You got plenty of time to play house down the road. Okay.
Sure.
When you need a house when you get kids. If you ain't got kids, you don't need no damn house.
It's not going to be the rest of your life in the duplex or the triplex, so you might as well struggle now and hustle
And then
now.
you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for the equity to build up. You're already in the damn business.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right,
good
man.
luck,
I
guys.
appreciate all the advice.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I can't come to Oklahoma for the wedding. I'm sorry. It's too
That's
far.
what people don't realize sometimes. Everyone thinks it's going to be for the rest of their life. Oh, if I buy this, the rest of my life. No, that's the opposite. You got to struggle. You got to hustle for a couple years and go through the mud and do all this. Some people go through deeper mud like him than me, but you go through it. I always say it's not
He's
the rest of
lived
my
in some
life.
really messed up places. let
Like
me
when he
tell you.
sticks me in an apartment complex, I go, it's not
But
that
he was
bad.
young. He could handle it. Now he can't handle it. Now he's old and soft and settled down, playing house. All right. What else we got?
I'm old and hard.
What else we got?
Shout out Luis.
And now you
Velasquez.
make more money now
Yeah,
because
Don't worry about what I'm making, okay? Worry about how much you're making me. What did
that's
Luis
all I know
Vasquez
because I
say?
ain't making.
He said, "I'm just here to smoke a cigarette with Ben."
All right. Well,
There you
light
go.
up, baby. Light her up. All right. What else we got?
Shout out-
By the way, when you went to the lawyer's office and found out you don't get shit if I drop dead tomorrow, Vincent's name was brought up, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
All right, then. Shut
What
the hell up.
happened?
You're in better shape than
Did you
him.
videotape it? I don't believe
I
nothing unless it's
videotaped
on
it in my
video
mind.
now.
That's for
All right,
sure.
what do you got?
Shout out
Don't
John.
tell him that. I might fucking end up getting some poison put in me. Shit.
How much, Aaron?
I'm not eating nothing he's giving to me.
Aaron, don't even tell me a number,
Listen,
just a percentage.
I'm not saying anything right now because at this moment I don't get anything. Which
He's good.
to heart
Take the
I don't really
Fifth
care.
Amendment, then.
But
Aaron, just
know.
make sure if anything happens, you tell him
Yeah,
you
you
want me to
know.
be your guardian. I'll take care of you.
Yeah, you'll take care of him, right? All right.
all right, shout out Johnny Luna. Thank you for the $5. Shout out Rebuilding. Thank you for the $10. Many people talk about Airbnb and other means to earn quick money. What are your thoughts? And my grandfather wants to move out of a duplex, and I want to buy it.
Then
But
buy it. He wants to move out. What is he? Attendant or
but
what?
I don't want to cause any problems in the family. What are
I
your
don't
thoughts?
understand.
There it is, right there on screen.
Well, you got some situation. We need to know details. You better go to Ben Malik, consult with Ben, get me on the phone because, it's business to me. And I don't understand if your grandfather is moving out of a duplex that he
Yeah.
owns or he rents or what. So get a hold of me
How's
because I
it
can't
gonna-
sit here all night trying to figure
All right,
out what
let's-
the hell you
well,
want me to
Let's
do.
focus on the first question. All right, so
Real quick, your grandpa wants to move out. Say, hey, Gramps, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna take this place off your hands because you want to move
How
out.
do you know he owns it? He's moving
because
out.
he
but
said,
does
yeah,
own
he
it?
wants to own. He owns it.
He said he's moving out. He owns
Of
it.
a
Tell your
duplex,
grandpa
of his
I'm gonna
duplex.
help you
Oh,
out.
buy it.
I'ma
Tell
buy
him
it.
to give it to you. Shit. He got a
Anybody
lifetime
else?
guarantee.
Anybody else in your family got a problem with it? Who the hell cares? They ain't putting up no money to do nothing with it. They're
It's
not trying to help
your
your grandpa
money.
out. So what?
Listen, if you can make a deal with a relative to buy a property, especially at a discount, you should try to do it. All right. If it's about money, find out what the number is that you need to swallow. See if you can match that number or make a deal with him. Maybe he'll carry the note for you. I don't know. But, anytime you can buy a property and you feel it's going to appreciate or make you money, it's a step up in your life, then try to do it and do it in a nice way like I do. All right. What else we got?
Shout out Bondo. Thank you for the $4.99. What are your thoughts and concerns with using a HELOC for a down payment on a second property given the current climate with rates?
Well, the point is, HELOCs are great if you got somewhere to put the money that's going to make you money. You don't want to start borrowing against the line of credit sitting there against your house. You don't pay interest on it unless you use it. So if you're not using it, it's just sitting there and ain't hurting you, which is nice to have. But, don't touch the goddamn money unless you know for sure that money is going to make you more money. That's the whole point of the HELOC, to use it to make more money. So, yes, use it, but make sure whatever you're using it for is going to help you pay the interest on the HELOC and then put a profit in your pocket. All right? Otherwise, you're coming out the pocket for the HELOC interest every month.
All right. Shout out Jeffrey Aldrich. Thank you for the $4.99. Here we go. Ben, are you a top G?
I am a top G. I am the very top G. I am the toppest of top Gs. I'm as top as the Empire State Building top G.
What is going on? Because I saw that and I thought Aaron would really. I thought Aaron went off the freaking deep end.
I was getting ready to call the cops and have him locked up for being nuts.
You almost threw me off the boat.
I don't know what they're watching these days, but first of all, top G is an African American. G, OG, triple OG.
Why is it gotta be racial? You think there's no white G's?
I'm saying he must have learned that from some American hood. So
no, there's never been a white gangster. I hate to tell you, but who do you think started gangsters? White people, evil, bad white people.
Unless he means G in another way.
I don't know where you're going with that, but anyway, whatever. It's entertainment.
He's the top G.
You had your bullshit when you were his age. You were playing with the fucking.
Are you the top G or are you the bottom G?
He went from a pokey. He used to play with Pokemon. He went from a pokey to a brokey.
I don't know what language they're speaking.
Whatever. You did the same shit when you were your age. Everybody, they got their entertainment just ahead of you.
But I was a real G.
You were a baby G. You were. Anyway,
now we have I gotta look it up because I have no idea what they're talking about.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Real quick. Scooter. What?
Going to the bathroom for a sec.
In the middle of a fucking podcast.
You're about to take a phone call. I'm not even gonna talk on the phone call because it doesn't look like I'm walking out. I'm actually doing something.
Make sure you go to that other bathroom.
All right, Aaron, get out of here. What do you got? Somebody's on the screen.
Wow.
Hey, Ben, Aaron, and Vincent. How are you guys doing?
Hey, you're going good.
Good. I'm up in Tallahassee. As you know, it's a great rental market.
Tallahassee. All right.
Yeah,
sorry.
you used to.
I thought about some.
Right?
You thought about all the goddamn times you was passed out drunk.
No, I came up here in 2012. You may have run into me, Vincent,
with no clothes on.
I was in Tallahassee in 2009, 2010.
Okay, so yeah, you missed it. Well, I miss you, but
it's nicer now. It's a lot nicer.
Yeah, I know you guys like to do the quads.
Of course, it's nicer.
I know you guys like to do the quads, but what about like split level where you just like section off the house? You get to live in the first floor and then rent out the top rooms.
Whatever works. It doesn't matter if it's a separate apartment that has a kitchen and a bathroom and it's private for somebody.
Yeah.
You're talking about within the same house, renting rooms?
It's the same house, but it's split level, so I could put like a door in front of the stairway and one at the bottom because I can't actually section it off according to code. But if I put the two doors, I can just live in the bottom and live upstairs. Rent.
Where do you live now? Do you live in this place now?
No, I'm renting right now. I'm trying to get out of renting.
So what are you talking about? Imaginary place you're thinking about?
No. I'm already going through with the broker and everything. I found the listing agent.
Did you find a place?
Yes.
All right, and it's a big one single house. What is it?
Yeah, one single house, but it's like
upstairs and downstairs. Okay, what's downstairs?
Downstairs, it's 2,000 square feet, so it's like 1,000 and 1,000.
All right, so what's downstairs? A kitchen, a living room, maybe a bedroom?
There's no kitchen downstairs. It's just kitchen upstairs. But
so downstairs is what's in the downstairs?
It's a 2-car garage, a bedroom, and then a living room, bathroom, and then a laundry room.
All right, so it's an in-law unit or something like that. But anyway, not even. There's not a kitchen. All right, is the garage finished or is it used for cars?
Not finished, just for cars.
Where is this place at?
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. All right, so basically, I mean, upstairs you got the whole regular living room, kitchen.
Master with 3 rooms and a Jack and Jill.
Master Jack and Jill kitchen and a living room, right?
Living room, dining room, yeah.
Okay. So I mean, if you want to, I don't know, you could do something with the downstairs, but if you're talking about, I don't know if the place is zoned for 2 units and you want to spend that kind of money to find out. And then construction costs to make it legal. I don't know, but you could rent it out. We used to call it, I don't know, non-conforming. You could try to rent it out to like maybe Airbnb, but I don't know, without a kitchen down there, there's a bathroom and a bedroom down there, right?
Yep.
You're not going to mess with the garage, are you?
No. Well, I'm going to put
you could go to the city. You could go to the city and say, hey, I want to convert this to an in-law unit. That's a possibility. It's very common where you make the downstairs into an in-law unit, but it's going to require plans. It's going to require permits. It's going to require some sort of construction, to make it into something, but it could be well worth it.
Yeah.
You got to talk to the city and see if they'll let you put it in, convert the space to an in-law unit.
And then
that's what I think I'll do.
The cheap way is, if you don't mind sharing your kitchen and stuff with other people, it's like students. He's talking about students.
You talking about renting to students?
Yeah.
Who else would he rent to? You gotta talk to rent to students. Tallahassee.
And just rent the goddamn bedrooms out, and everybody shares the kitchen and living room like he did. You rent by the room. It's very common. You rent by the bed. As long as you keep the beds full, with people that can drive you crazy like him as a tenant.
No, that's what's nice, because I've done that thing where I live with people, and I get the crackhead. Hey, so what I was going to do is just put the doors in the stairway, so if they I have to evict them, I don't have to. It's hard living with people that you have to evict. So
that's the problem with anything in real estate, But typically, if you screen the tenant and they're not fucking around going to school, and their parents guarantee it, you shouldn't have any problem. Okay. Are you going to live in this yourself?
Yep.
All right. So let's say you're going to live upstairs, of course, in the master, right?
No, I'm living downstairs because I can have that whole to myself.
All right. So you're going to have the downstairs to yourself, and you're going to take the upstairs unit. You're going to rent out 3 rooms, right?
Yeah. It's going for $800 for the master, 6 and 6 for the split.
There you go.
Do it, and then you use the kitchen.
14.
It's going to be 15.
A month, right?
Yeah,
that's $2,000 a month you're going to be making, and that's great. You should do it. There's nothing. You can always rent by the bed. There's no. To my knowledge, there's no rules or laws that say you can't rent by the bed. We did it for 500 beds.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted to share the kitchen and all that.
So when you get ready to buy this place, you're going to share the kitchen with them. But they don't give a damn because everybody's sharing the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm like 30 days out. I was going to just share it initially and then eventually section it off. But, just to get started, just get going.
Listen, if every bedroom has a door on it, you're golden. Yep. As long as you got a private bedroom to sleep in, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay, so do it. How much you paying? You paying? How much you going to buy this place? Is it going to cash flow?
Well, I'm buying it. I'm just negotiating the price right now. I got lucky because next door it's a little bit more fixed up and they actually enclosed the garage, like they made it into rooms. It sold for $262, and they're asking the same price. But I'm going to tell them, guys, it's not as nice inside, and you didn't spend the money fixing up the garage. So I'm going to offer them like $240, $245.
Well, get the best price you can, close the deal, and then move in it and rent those damn other 3 bedrooms out. Make that money. That's great. And then you'll be living for free. So how much you paying in rent right now?
$12.
So there you go. You just saved yourself $1,200 a month.
Utility bill gets cut 4 ways. All those fixed costs, fire, garbage. So
yeah. You split everything: the utility bill, the water bill. You split it up, and now you just saved yourself $1,200 a month, which means now you're going to be making $1,200 a month that you ain't putting out. That's great. Congratulations.
Just make sure you got a strict lease on all those people, man. They can't be dirty. They can't freaking fight or do this.
Run the parents' credit.
Yeah,
exactly. But what's the best way to do is find negotiations at the last few weeks of buying.
Basically, it's all about getting the price down. Did you do full inspection of this place? How's the roof? How's the plumbing? How's the appliances?
They wouldn't let me do it before I got under contract, so that's coming in the next week.
Fine.
As long as the place is physically in good shape. Is there any tenants in there now? Or are you buying it empty?
Yeah, empty.
Empty. We're losing your voice. All right. Well, listen. It sounds like a brilliant move. Congratulations. Close the deal. Put 3 students in there. Live rent free and move on from there.
Yeah.
All right. And then do it again.
Hey, I owe it all to you guys. I appreciate you.
Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad we could help you out. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. And Vincent was the champion beer pong player in Tallahassee in 2009.
Still am, baby. I got a plaque up. Everything.
All right. What else, Aaron?
All right,
you
shout
back
out.
now?
Yep, I'm back. Shout out Carlos Caesar. Thank you for the $4.99. Is brokering construction work as a side hustle a good idea? I want to raise my income to qualify for a multifamily loan.
Brokering construction work?
Looking for jobs.
No,
I
if you
guess.
can find, and listen, anything you can do in life to hustle and make money, you do it. I mean, I've never done it, but if there's some way that you know that you can get construction jobs and give them to construction companies and broker the deal, if that's what you're talking about, then do it. Make money any way you can. All right, hustle any way you can, whatever it takes. You know, as long as it's legal.
I do everything legal.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
Everything.
All right, shout out Emmanuel Perez. Thank you for the $10. 2 questions. Do you like apartments or shopping centers better? And are you investing right now or waiting?
All right. So basically, I like everything that has upside in it, everything that can make money. You know, whether it's apartments, whether it's a shopping center, if there's value add to it, I like it. Okay. Right now is a weird time, but you got to keep looking. The more time you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. You know, I'm looking at everything. But am I buying everything? Fuck no. I work my ass off on 2, 3, 4 major real deals, put a lot of time into them, and I walked away. Why? Because interest rates are going up. I wasn't back in a corner yet to do my 1031, so I'm going to take a pause. Did I miss those deals? Maybe, but they weren't the hottest deals in history, so I didn't really. I'll find others.
You know what? Oh, I'm sorry, cut you off.
No, I'm done. I'm finished.
You know what
I'm
Ziv?
over.
You know what Ziv told me yesterday?
What
He
is
said in
Ziv
South
told you?
Florida, multifamily deals are at a fucking 3 cap.
Three
Can you
cap,
believe
3
that?
cap. You could have sold all this. I know we would have been billionaires if we would have kept all the property we have. But who the hell knows?
No, I'm saying like it's hard
You
to
know?
get apartments now, so it's like whatever you
It's
can
the
work with.
market, but you know it's going to change because interest rates are going up. All our mortgage payments are doubling. I'm telling you right now. Everything I had that was adjustable rate is doubling. Our cash flow is going in half. So you better tighten up your belt. Okay, trust me. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, that means because we're losing money, and I don't like to lose money. So that's the world we live in. Hopefully, it's going to change soon. But yeah, do what you got to do. Buy it wherever you can find a deal. That's what I do. What else?
So what are you gonna do? Start doing more fixed
I'm
fixed
retiring.
loans or
I
what?
quit.
You gonna start doing
I'm
30-year
gonna
fixed?
quit and just be an old man.
Should have just did everything 30-year fixed at the freaking. You told everybody. I watched an old video when COVID first hit. You were like, "Oh, the rate's down to fucking 2%.
Fix
You
your
need
rate.
to fix your rate. Fix your rate."
Fix your rate. Did I
If
do
anybody,
it? No.
well, you did
Well,
some.
you did it,
You
and
did
then-
some. You didn't do all.
I got 1.87 on a house that I actually bought.
So I mean, that's crazy. If everybody would have fucking did
fixed
that,
it. I fixed the house. I fixed this house at 2%.
that's
That
crazy.
was that while ago.
That's
This
so
is a
crazy.
big,
But a
big
lot of the
deal,
income
too.
properties, I said, fuck it. The properties make money. I'll take the gamble. And I lost. Everything was half price in January. Back in January, we were living like kings. Now we're going to be struggling. So you better tighten your
Living
belt,
like jokers.
baby. Take it easy on the fucking Uber Eats. All right. He orders McDonald's from Uber Eats. Who the fuck orders McDonald's? You're going to order Uber Eats, order something decent.
I couldn't
This kid
drive.
ordered fucking McDonald's. He paid $20 for a fucking Big Mac.
No, whoever told you they jack up the price that much, they really don't. Okay, it's the surcharge, the
That's
delivery
part of the
charge.
price.
What you gonna pay anyway in gas or headaches or this or that?
Yeah, what do you got? While he's
All right,
sitting
shout
there
out-
watching football.
Shout out Bryce
$20
K. Thank you for the
fucking Big Mac.
$10. Hey Ben, I got an FHA fourplex that I'm buying with my RE license and using the commission to fund the 3% down. Should I refinance to conventional with 20% down if I'm already no money into it?
Listen, you're going in with no money, so you're gonna have no equity. Okay, which is great. But you're getting in with no money. All right. But you're not gonna be able to refinance unless the value is gonna climb that quick, unless you scored some great deal. I mean, you gotta wait. When you have equity and you can refinance and pull some money out, fine. But at least you're walking in no money down, using commission as a down payment for the FHA. That's brilliant. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And he's only 22 years old.
What did you
I'm
say?
reading
22
another
years old?
comment.
No, that's a
I'm
different
reading some
comment.
other comment. All right.
But you
that's
told
right.
everybody to do that. Get your
I
real
know,
estate
yeah,
license.
you got your license,
There's your
use it.
3%.
There you go. No money.
What was the
down.
question he always asks? If you got 3% and 3% down, what are you stuck with? And the answer was like 0 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
0.05, 0.5%. That's
Next to nothing.
1% on 100 grand is 1,000. 0.5% is 5,000. No, 500. $500 for a $100,000 loan.
He said that for like a whole year straight. Every time we talked to him.
All right, what do we got?
Shout out Oh no, I already did that.
Shout
Shout
out.
out A&A Center Trailers. Thank you for the $10. New as of 2022 from Fannie Mae. These interest rates for investments or non-primary properties are like 8 or 9% currently. How is cash flow still possible with those rates and high acquisition costs?
Well, that's the
A lot of
problem.
work.
People have to realize interest rates are high now. The price of the real estate has to come down. You have to just, if the person doesn't realize it, you have to wake them up and give them a low ball offer and say, wait a minute, there's no way, the numbers don't make sense. So we're in that weird market, right? When the interest rates are just changing now and people don't want to swallow the fact, hey, ding-a-ling, your property ain't worth $1 million because now it's costing me 8%. Well, that's pretty high. I don't know who the hell pays 8% yet. I mean, realistically, I think we're in a 5 zone if you have decent credit.
It's getting there. For the other type of lenders.
Listen, it's all tied to markets. What banks do is this. You have different markets that they loan against. You got the SOFR rate. They did away with the LIBOR rate. You got all kinds of rates. You find out what the banks use it as a rate. They have, I can't think of them, but there's all kinds of rates they use. Then the bank tacks on how much they're going to make on it. Well, you have to talk to the bank. Say, listen, the rate's too high. What's the best rate you can give me? If they don't want to play ball, move on to the next fucking bank. That's what I do. But, basically right now we're in a weird zone, but you should be lowballing people to wake them up to reality. Listen, your property ain't worth what it was. You missed that fucking boat, okay? So either sink or sell me the goddamn property. That's what you tell them in a nice way. All right, what else we got?
We got
we have a caller. We have a caller zooming in.
Hello, Ben. Do you hear me?
I hear you. You look like a doctor.
No. Thank you very much for having me here. I appreciate the opportunity here. So I would like to discuss the deal that I looked here in South Carolina. It's $400,000. The price. It's a fourplex. I'm looking for to put 25% down payment. It's the rent. The average is 3.2K, and my mortgage payment is $22.41 because I took a 6% interest rate on the payment. So basically, I would like to know how can I make sense of this deal? Because when I look at my cash on cash return is not what I desired, and I also want to see how can I exit on this investment.
All right, so basically, you want to buy a fourplex. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, you want to buy a fourplex, and you said after you pay your mortgage, are all 4 units rented?
Yeah.
All right, so you got 4 units. They're all rented. It sounds like after you pay your mortgage, you got $1,000 a month cash flow, right?
It's around $800. Yes, $1,000. Yes, $1,000. But
does that include taxes and insurance?
No, that's the thing. It doesn't include the tax or insurance. What
about any other expenses it doesn't include?
Yes, it's $185. The homeowners association. It's $185 per unit. Which
how much are you really cash flowing? You got to take your income and deduct all the expenses.
Okay,
how
basically,
much you actually going to put in your pocket every month? $50?
$300.
$300. How much you put down to buy the property?
$100K.
So you're basically buying this property to make 3% on your money.
Yeah, basically 3.6%. That's the thing.
All right. So, and then if God forbid something breaks, there goes your 3%. If you have a vacancy, there goes your 3%. Next thing you know, you're negative 3%. You're losing money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. It doesn't make sense to me. Why buy a property you're not going to make money off of? It's fatten the project. Why are you doing it?
Because I know for a fact, because it's in Colombia, the property, right? So the average rent is $800. I know for sure that you can bump the rent for $1,000 per door. And also because of the
Where is the property? In Canada?
Colombia,
South Carolina.
South Carolina. All right. So right now you're buying it. All right. So you're telling me that all the tenants there, when it comes time to renew their lease, they have leases?
They have leases. It's 12 months.
So when the leases are up, you're going to raise the rent $200 a unit. Is that what you're saying?
$1 per unit. Yes. That's the minimum.
All right. So that'll get you another $800 a month. So now you're up to $1,100 a month.
Yeah.
Well, then now you're talking about $1,100 a month, 12 or 13 grand a year. on $100,000 investment,
11%.
you're getting there. You're up to
11%.
13%, right?
11% cash on cash.
Okay. So, but if it works for you, that's fine. If it works for you, but you got risk in there. You got risk.
Yeah, but
a lot of risk, but some risk.
Okay, but the thing is, how do I tell them? Because the interest rate now is 6%. So how can I make sense?
Are you going to fix it?
Yes.
All right. Well, you already took into account the 6% interest rate when you figured out your mortgage payment, right?
Yes. So
you're basically walking into 3 cap. You're walking in 3% return, but you have the ability to make it up to an 11% return, right?
Yes, but the thing is, how can I make sense to tell the owner, to the owner to pay like $350,000? What do I need to say? How can I make sense? Because the appliances, on the 4 apartments looks nice. The exterior looks nice. Everything looks nice.
So what do you want? A cheaper price?
Yes, because
So did you do all right? So everything looks good in the property, so you can't ding them for any kind of.
There's always something
that.
to find.
So now you have to go to him and tell him, listen, how long you been talking to this guy about buying the place?
1 month.
How long?
1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
You got to tell him, listen, I went back to the bank, and now the interest rate's going to be a lot more, and they want to loan me a lot less than before. It's the market. It's not your fault. And tell him the numbers don't work. He doesn't know you're getting 6%, does he?
No, he doesn't know.
Then tell him now they're talking about 7. Now they're talking about not loaning you. You need to put more money down. Financing is very difficult right now. That's the only hand or card I see you have to play. Go to him and say, listen, it's too risky now because there's not going to be any cash flow. If something breaks, I got to replace 1 stove. It's going to cost me $300. That's my whole profit for the month. That's at 6%. At 7%, you tell them you'll be in the negative. Tell them if I buy your place today at that price, I will be in the negative. That's what the bank said. That's what I figured. That's what everybody's telling me. If I buy your place today, I will lose money at that price.
And is it a condo? It's a condo, right?
What do you think is a condo?
Is it a condo or a 1 unit in a 100-unit building or what? Or is it a 4-plex?
It's 1 unit, literally close to each other.
Okay.
In its own building, right?
Yes, in their own building. It's only 1 building with 4 units.
I mean, there's still other ways to find out to get money off. What year was the building built in? You could find a million things just off of that. You could see if
1976.
it has cast iron piping, which has to be replaced eventually. It could have
old
old windows, everything.
How long is the roof going to last?
Man, I have no idea when that
roof only lasts 20, 30 years or something like that.
So I know
the windows, the plumbing, the electric. I mean, you could go look at the electrical box and see how old it is. I mean, there's always ways to get money off of a property.
Well, but you're not going to get that much. You might get some. If it's a roof, you'll get major money.
Windows.
Okay. All right. Well, the point is, if you can bargain with the guy, bargain with him, and tell him, listen, right now, it doesn't. Are there any other offers on the property?
I didn't ask the broker about this.
Do you want to know how long has it been sitting on the market? That's number one question.
29 days. 29 days.
29. That's it.
Yeah. As soon as it hit the market, I talked to the owner.
Are you working with the listing broker, or you have your own broker?
The listing broker.
You're working with the listing broker, who's got the ear of the owner. So go back and tell him, listen, we got to make a deal with this guy. He's going to double in the commission, so he's going to want to work with you. So you got to go back and say, listen, can we make a better deal with this guy? It doesn't make sense. I'll lose money.
Okay. Also, I was thinking something else also. So the same owner, he wants to sell another 4-plex for the same price, $400,000, but the rents there are $3,600. It's $100 more, $3,600 per month.
Well, there you go. You say, listen, this place is worth less than this other place because I'm getting less rent. So you need your broker to go in there and fight the best fight he can with you to get the best price he can. That's his job.
What I was thinking,
represents the owner too. Find out if anybody else is looking at it too.
Okay,
you have to move on to the color.
All right. You might want to get a hold of me on the side, but work with the broker and try to get the best price. Okay, that's all you can do.
You definitely need to consult with Ben. Definitely do.
All right. Good luck to you. Take care.
And with the broker like you do, he should go to the broker and say, "Hey, I'm only going to own this place for 3 or 4 years, and then I'm going to give it back to you." So that'll get the broker a lot more interested. He's got mouths to feed too. And
Hey, listen, you only get one shot at buying a property, and you got to buy it right. Okay, so if you don't play every card you can when you're buying it, you ain't getting no second chance.
Yeah.
Okay, I wish Vincent would have realized that.
I know. I wish I would have too. Shit, I'd still be in Tallahassee right now if I did.
Yeah, playing beer pong.
No, I'd probably own all of Tallahassee. You had a chance to buy
Student housing.
You had a chance.
We had 580 beds, I believe.
Tampa,
USF.
USF. It wasn't easy to run, but it was a good money maker, and I should have held it even. But all you did was go over there and party with all the other kids.
You don't like to hold much. You never held me.
I held you all the time. I even changed your diapers.
Held me down underwater.
Yeah, right. You had the most loving father you could ever imagine. I just showed it in a different
You
way.
did. No, I give you a hard time, but that's only because you start messing with me first.
Park with the big wheel.
You start poking me, and I can't help it. I learned.
I taught you how to throw bread in the air and make the birds catch it because we had no other money to do it.
We flew kites. We sold incense. Well, never mind. That's a different time. Sold incense.
We sold everything. All right. What do you got?
All right. Shout out.
Hey, I shouted out.
Jew.
Hey.
Thank you for the $20.
Z Jew?
Z Jew.
He's a Z and a Jew?
I don't see. I can't. Your computer's blocking. It's
Well,
XZ Jew. Whatever.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Close. All right. Hey, Ben, I love you and your videos. Been watching you for a very long time, and I'm in St. Pete. I'm 22 and I take my real estate exam in 5 days. I appreciate everything and all the inspiration. You're the best. Hey, Vince.
What the hell? He did all that shit for you. I love you, Ben. You the smartest. You the best. Hey, what's up, Vince?
He's 22 years old. He got
Kinda
off his
shit.
ass, and in 5 days, he's going to sit down and take a 4-hour test for a sales license. I believe
For
it's
a
sales
license.
He's going to
to
have a
make
license
Congratulations.
to make money at 22.
A license to
22.
make money.
Let me tell you something. That license could be worth a lot more than a college degree if you put it to work. You got a license to make money at 22 years
Especially
old.
around here.
Then you got to put that sucker to use. If I was you, get around the people who are making all the money and the biggest, fattest commissions in real estate. Go over to that really ritzy part of St. Pete where all the houses are millions of dollars and try to get your foot in the door over there. You flip one goddamn $1 million house, you can make 30 to 60 grand.
And St. Pete's moving.
Shit.
Like there's
And
always
go to-
opportunities.
And
in
then
St.
if you
Pete.
really want to thank me, you will. Next time I'll reach out. I don't know. Somehow I need a burger from Engine Number 9. You know what Engine Number 9 is? I need a burger from there.
It's the best. Oh my God, it's the best burger place
I used to
I've
get a
ever
heart
been to.
attack, but now it's something better than a heart attack. They gave me a
They
burger
have
with 2
Oh my,
patties,
it's so good.
cheese, a chicken fillet, like a fucking chicken sandwich.
On the sandwich?
2
On the
burgers,
burger.
a piece of chicken, an onion ring,
and
melted with cheese, and
It
all
was
stacked
the
up,
best
and a
burger.
fucking hash brown on
and a
top of
hash
it.
brown
On the sandwich.
I don't think
It was
that's
the best
legal.
thing
And
ever.
It's not legal.
then
It
you
was
get
the best
tater
thing ever.
tots. On the side, you still get more potatoes.
We gotta go there.
You can't eat that. That's
Oh
not
my God, I love
Jewish.
that place.
It's like the best
not
burger I've ever had in
kosher.
my
And
life.
then they got the heart attack, which is just as good. All
Right in
right, what
downtown
else?
St. Pete.
Thank you. Good luck on your test,
luck.
really. Please study. You don't want to fuck
Can't
around and take
fail.
that test more than once.
Yep.
I hope you took a crash course. All right, remember, location.
And then join a group like Ruttenberg or
All right,
one of
it's 8:30.
those.
We're going to have to wrap it up. I'm
And you
hungry.
might have to jump to a couple of them, but just do it. You're young, man. You
We're
got
not gonna.
a lot to go.
I got a couple more. Shout
on.
out Keenan. Thank you for the $20. Hey Ben, have you ever thought about buying and operating private hospitals, and how do you deal with pressure such as meeting payroll?
Never.
Has to be a lot
Ever,
of responsibility
ever. I know a lot
providing
of people in the,
livelihoods.
I know a lot of people in the, what do you call it, business, the nursing home business. Listen, the only way you can buy a nursing home is if you're just the owner and you lease it to a major company that specializes in running nursing homes, and they pay you rent, triple net. That's it. I don't want nothing to do with taking care of people's lives. Oh my God, that's worse than feeding them in the restaurant business. Listen, running a hospital, that's crazy. I mean, that's just totally way out of my idea of ever doing. So I just want to be a landlord. I just want to collect the rent. I don't want to run no business. Let the next guy run the business and pay me rent, and I'm very happy. What else? I'm running
Shout out
nursing over
Patrick
here. I got
Kidder.
Jimmy Hart upstairs. Huh?
Ben, would you ever invest in self-storage?
Self-storage is great. I never did it. I always wanted to do it. I mean, in some locations, you can get the same amount per square foot for a goddamn empty box as you can for an apartment. So, it's great, but you got to make sure it's making money. is there a demand for that self-storage to keep full in that location? And is it making money? There's very low expenses. There's nothing to manage, and people don't pay you, auction shit off. So it's a great business, but it kind of got overbuilt in a lot of areas. So you got to be careful when you're buying into any business. But it's a great business, and low maintenance. What else?
Self-storage now, they got air-conditioned units, they got non-air-conditioned units, they got big, they got small, and they got the damn trailers. Now the trailers, they spend like $500 a month to park a RV.
All right. Hello. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. Hey, so I had a quick question, and my question was, so I'm looking to make an investment. I live in California. It's either a hotel that I'm looking at. I've never been in the hotel business. I know you guys have been, so you guys have that experience. And either a hotel or apartments, building them ground up, or building another like retail, like commercial type of everything ground up. What are you guys' thoughts on that? What do you guys think is going to be the best? I know developing might take a long time, whereas if it's a hotel, you could get in, fix it up, see whatever the value add is going to be, and
you
sell
know
it.
how to do all this shit. You can't get involved with something you don't know how to do.
No, so I'm learning. So I'm
Junior's brain out trying to build shit right now. It's a learning experience, but I mean, have you ever done any of this shit before?
Yeah, so I'm a real estate broker. I just opened up my own office and also flip properties in locally around here. I mainly do residential, and so I'm going into commercial where my office that I just bought. I'm renovating that right now, and so now I'm looking to getting to either like a hotel or like developing another something else.
A hotel is not real estate.
It's more like a business, like real estate, right?
It's a slave ship.
How big of a hotel are you talking about?
It's going to be something small, probably like 18 units or so, because just to see where I could get a good return on my investment is where I'm thinking about. I know it sounds crazy big, but hey, that's what I'm trying to accomplish here.
Listen, don't get in the hotel business, especially in that small size, unless you're willing to get your hands dirty. You better have the time to learn that business and work that business and get your hands dirty. Because it's not real estate. It's a business. 7 day a week, 365 days a year. Business.
You might as well plan on moving into there.
I mean, if you know the business, it's a different story. Then you're going to make money because you see opportunity. But very tricky business, especially with that many little bit of units. The place to run 16 units, you can run 100. So that's the problem. You're not gonna have a lot of cash flow income coming in for 16 rooms. But do your homework. Maybe it'll work for you. As far as anything else, what do you want? Build ground up? I mean, yeah. If you can find a piece of dirt and throw up a retail place on it, and you're sure you can rent it out, then that's a home run. But it's got to be the right corner. It's got to be the right street. It's got to be the right lot, and you got to find the right tenant for it. It's going to pay you the right rent.
Got it. Any advice on? So you said Ben Jr. is doing that. Any other advice?
He's building little strip places, and the construction has so many moving parts to it, with all the zoning and all the permits and all the right of ways and easements,
parking,
and the plumbing and the electrical and
the
money.
My
God, the money. It's crazy. I don't, but
and the change orders.
But he's got the tenants waiting to move in. The point about retail is the reason why these big shot developers make all this money is because they already know what's going to happen before it happens.
Right.
They already know that they got tenants lined up. They're going to move in. They're going to pay them X amount of dollars. The X amount of dollars is going to make the property worth X amount of dollars compared to the money they spent buying the property and build it. They might only spend $3 million building something, but they know after they get it rented and it's done, it's going to be worth $5 million. That's the way it works in retail.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
You got to have the tenants lined
And
up.
what
and
city?
Construction costs.
What city?
You said California.
Oh, California.
California, Central Valley. So like Fresno. I don't know if you guys heard of that. Like close to Fresno. It's like an hour away from it.
Well,
you guys on Riverside?
You got to go a little bit on the outskirts.
Stockton.
Yeah, I just came from Stockton today. I was working out there today.
Central Valley was the name of the organization used to pay the rent for my tenants.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Hey, I went to a company called Central Valley for the Central Valley. They paid it every month. Big money. All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations on your new office, and just make sure it makes sense.
But just a quick idea, also, you might be able to find a shitty shopping center that needs some fix up, and you could start that way. And also with shopping centers, find something with some extra parking and extra land. And if you want to build the out parcel while you're getting the rent from, the places you just bought. So try to buy it operating, making money day one.
Some value add.
Some value add with the parking lot. I mean, you can imagine all the out parcels that we've missed out on, or I've seen go up on properties that you have no idea at the time, and then
just location, right? Location and it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're on the outskirts, keep going east or whatever, you know, California out to the outskirts. But just get a shopping center that's rough around the edges.
You ever been to Lodi?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's great.
And focus on finding a place. Focus on finding a place with the out parcel opportunity. And then you get your hands. You get both.
What about here, Weston Ranch? All those. They ever build any retail around all those houses, or is it a dump now?
Oh no, Weston Ranch it's not that good of an area, to be honest. I was just about to sell a house.
I was there so long ago. I was there when they were building it.
Really? It's ghetto now, in my opinion. But I mean,
hey, but I'm sure there's still people need shit no matter where they're at. Retail.
It's close to Manteca, Lathrop, which blew up. And so Weston Ranch is it's affordable. It's still on I-5. You can hop on and go to the Bay Area. So that's why it might be a good choice. But thank you guys for your time.
Good luck, take care.
Right, see ya.
Have a good one.
What else, Aaron?
I gotta read this comment. This is one of the first bad or negative super chats that I've seen.
Don't get your dad started.
Shout out Lucas Leon. Thank you for the $5. Ben is unsmart to buy in a rural area for cash flow only. It's highly unlikely this area will ever appreciate.
Don't you talk about my dad like that. Put some respect on his name. He's done it, and he'll continue to do it.
I don't buy rural areas.
Yeah, you did. You own stuff. You own the biggest apartment complex in one farm town.
That's right, but because it's affordable housing, and I know I could keep it filled with the
Well, I like rural areas.
Rural areas are good.
In Florida.
There's a demand.
In
Let
Florida.
me tell you something. If you go to a rural area and you go and buy a dollar store, let me tell you, you will not lose. You know why? Because there ain't shit else around there for people to go because the area ain't developing. Yeah. So that dollar store is always going to be doing good and always going to pay their rent. And it depends. It depends on the deal. Sometimes rural works, sometimes it don't. If you're looking for the place to blow up around you, no, it's not going to happen. But if you have a demand for whatever you're supplying, it does work. We own affordable housing where we put farm workers in housing, and it pays us real well.
I believe in rural areas in major states and cities.
Well,
California.
Supply, demand.
Maybe if you go to Mississippi in a rural area, Mississippi's already freaking rural. So,
You can't even spell Mississippi.
MISSISSIPPPPPPPI. You like extra PPs.
You're a PP.
What else? Stick up for you. He said you're unsmart. I don't think I've ever heard anybody call.
Hong Kong. I see Hong
Put
Kong.
It up.
Oh shit!
I just said 8. How much is?
All right, shout out.
How much is 888 Hong Kong dollars?
It's actually $133.
He knows because he got the Hong Kong girls.
He already spent the money before he even got it.
He knows it cost him. It cost him that much money for one night.
All right, what else? Hong Kong.
Let's see. Shout out Michael Cameron. Thank you for the $5. I have a single family home in Phoenix with a detached 600 square feet guest house. Is it worth the hassle of renting out each separately as I'd have to lower main house rent?
He owns a house with a unit.
Single family home in Phoenix with a detached 600 square feet guest house.
All right. So what are you doing with it right now?
Is it worth the hassle or renting?
Listen, if you can rent something out and collect money for it, then why wouldn't you? I mean, if you're living in it and you're gonna have to have a tenant and neighbor there, I don't know. As long as you get along with the person living there.
It's not a hassle if you're making money. You're gonna have to put some kind of work in to make the money.
I mean, you got to put it to use. It's sitting there that says 600 square foot. If you can rent it out for $1,000 a month, that's $1,000 you didn't have. If you're living there and you can put up with the tenant, that's fine. If you can't and you're renting both of them out, who the fuck cares? You ain't living there. Well, listen, wherever you can make money, you make money, like he said. He finally said something that made sense. All right, what else?
Gotcha. Oh, you gave me a cramp. Oh my God.
What else?
My Steel, thank you for the $5. Ben, what do you think about the Trump situation and how many property do you have in Orlando?
Trump situation.
That's too like.
Listen, I don't know.
Wait, how do you go from that
Trump,
to
let
that?
me tell you something about Trump. And I don't care. The point is this. Trump is his own worst enemy. All right. He went around, he pissed everybody off, and he didn't have to. He doesn't, for a guy that's making art of the deal, he sure ain't dealing. I'd rather be nice and try to get along with people instead of constantly fighting people. But anyway, that's his life, and I'm glad it ain't mine. But the point is, what else we got? I mean, he could have done a lot of good if he just would have been nice and not such a big ego, he actually could have brought people together and got us on the right track because he kind of broke the cycle of all the bullshit that goes on, you know, but he could have just done better, I think. But he's too fucking old. What do we got? 78 old guys are almost 75, 80 years old. They do not belong being presidents. All right? They can barely fucking remember what they ate for lunch yesterday. So how the fuck we got 75-year-old presidents? Nobody should be president if they're over the fucking age of getting Social Security. That's a joke. You're fucking older. You get Social Security and you're fucking president? Give me a break. You're supposed to be retired. Your natural human brain and your body has seen its life expectancy. You're at the tail end of it, and you're going to give the guy a fucking job to be president? That's the stupidest thing I've heard in my life.
Scary.
You know, so we need somebody with sense and young. You know, it's not a big giant ego. All these ego people are nuts because they don't care. All they care about is their ego. You know, and that's the problem. The ego gets in the way, and they forget about the fucking true agenda they should have with helping people, you know, but instead they want to just live off the fame and bullshit. All right, what else? But you ain't no Trump Jr., let me tell you. Those kids are fucking loyal, dedicated. All right, what else?
Did you know that?
Was it no?
If you ran for president, I would back you up, and I would.
You know, Barron.
It's like Biden's son, back me up, making side deals. You'd be the first one out there cutting fucking deals with the fucking Russians. Probably.
But wait, no, did you know that Barron
compare me to any of his kids?
What was the second part of that
The second part was, do you have any properties in Orlando?
I used to, but not no more. We sold, how many hotels we sell in Orlando?
At least 4 or 5.
The Wyndham,
Disney, Universal Properties,
Hawthorne,
BS, Hawthorne.
You were at the Hawthorne,
and that was no damn hotel.
Like a whore with a thorn in her.
He lived in it.
That was a damn hotel. That wasn't a hotel. That was apartments, and I redid all those units.
That's all we did in Orlando. Wait, we did the Marriott Courtyard. That one.
Courtyard.
You did apartment buildings.
4 Points.
Oh, a lot of them.
A bunch of apartment
We still got
buildings.
an apartment building in Sanford right near there.
We still have the thing that Lil Ben
And Lil
built.
Ben built a retail. Yeah. All right. What else you got?
Hanging on to
He
it.
thinks I'm going to forget about that retail
Hey,
building. He's crazy.
I was going to say something.
He
I
is
forgot.
thinking. You almost forgot about
I'm
it.
not forgetting. I wanted him to drive by it the other day when we were out there looking at a big shopping center, and he's lucky we ran out of time. I didn't forget about it. I got fucking millions of dollars tied up in that
And
shit.
you flipped a couple houses in Orlando too when we lived out there.
Your
Thank
house,
God.
bullshit. You made money.
Brenda's
He
house.
He takes my dad. I want to buy a
It's
house.
only
I'm
me.
living here. Fine. Here's the money. Go buy a house.
The house was nice.
He sells the house. Where'd the money go?
Nice house.
The money stayed with him. He made money in Orlando.
Into the next
I did
deal.
make money on Brenda's house. She didn't screw me over. All right. I made $100 grand. All right. What else we got?
That was
All
on
right.
the lake.
I almost bought Shaq's house, but I don't want to live out there.
All right, shout out Billy Joel
Billy
Osteen.
Joel.
Thank you for the $4.99.
Billy Joelstein?
What are some common pitfalls for a contractor living in, fixing up, and renting out a fourplex for the first time?
I mean, if you're a contractor, you're going to save at least 20% or more, you know, than the guy like me. You're not going to get ripped off like Vincent does every day. So if you're a contractor, you're one step ahead of the game than everybody else. The point is you got to find a property that needs your expertise that you can put to work. You know how to cut corners and get shit done cheap. It's all about the fix-up money. You buy it for the right deal. You save on the fix-up money because you're not going to spend it next to the bus schmuck, and you make money. It's great. If you're a contractor, every contractor should be in real estate.
Yep.
Makes no sense. You're always building and fixing everybody else's shit.
Yep.
Fix your own. Just like I used to manage everybody else's shit. Well, now I manage my own.
Yep.
That's the way it goes. What else?
That's what I was going
What
to say.
happened to other
That's what
comment
I
that
was gonna
said,
say.
I love
Did-
Vincent? Why are you taking off fucking comments? See, I see him
I'll
back
find
there.
it.
Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent.
Here you
all
go.
the
It's
good
this one.
Vincent comments.
Shout out Angel Carrascoza. Thank you for the $4.99.
Miss Vincent.
Miss Vincent.
Thank you.
What are you up
Miss-
to
He
currently?
just
What
called
am I
you a
up to?
woman. He said, Miss Vincent, Miss Vincent, what are you doing currently? You busy tonight, Miss Vincent?
I can't fucking get
Oh
away
my
with one
God.
good comment. The only
Only the
good
comment
comment.
is a gay comment.
It's not gay. He said
Miss
he
Vincent.
misses Vincent.
Yeah, you say that. He went, Miss Vincent, with an exclamation point.
Second of all,
Hey,
the
Miss
next couple
Vincent.
videos coming out, I don't know how I got stuck with him, but Rafal, my dad
If I
forced
ever caught
Rafal
him
to
wearing-
follow
If I
me.
ever caught you wearing a wig, give me some serious problems. I'm telling you right now, Miss Vincent. All right, what else we got?
So mad. I can't fucking.
But that's what I was going to say. I forgot. Sorry, I was going to say. Did you know Barron has a whole floor in one of Trump's condo buildings?
You ain't
A
Baron, so
whole
start
floor.
using that. He ain't no Baron.
You're right, because Barron doesn't.
You're missing the B.
Please, Barron does
Big
not do
Bs.
anything.
Doesn't Barron
I'm
go
sorry,
to?
I'm-
Doesn't he go to like those?
I'm calling
schools?
out
What do you call
Barron.
those
Barron don't do
schools?
nothing.
Don't mess with him.
I'm
What's the
messing with
school
him.
he goes to?
I'm messing with him. He goes to like,
The one you live in?
I think so. He goes to
Don't
like
mess with him.
I
some
offered you
fancy
that.
school in like West Palm. I
Anyway,
think.
listen, you got a fucking condo in your own goddamn this house. What is that?
True.
Chopped liver?
That's true. I do got a nice room. I have a nice room.
Listen, I feel sorry for that kid. Okay, I feel sorry for all his kids. They have to put up with his shit.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Bullshit.
I don't feel sorry for him.
To him. Your father ain't on the fucking news getting his house raided and on fucking television.
You know,
oh yeah. So right
do?
now, what are you gonna do? Come in and raid Barron's fucking room for secret documents now?
You know what they
Barron,
find in Aaron's room?
Pillow. I can imagine Trump said, "Here, Barron, why do you need a safe I gave you?" All right, what else?
Shout out Richard. Thank you for the $9.99. Taking Florida real estate exam in a couple days. Looking for a broker. How should I choose a broker besides favorable split in trainings?
Well, you know, if you're just getting your license, I'm just telling
split.
you what I would do. Okay, all money ain't good money. Okay, go to the people that are making money. Get with the broker that's got a big fancy office, that's got big time agents making money.
Selling.
Get around other agents that are making money. All right, because just because a guy's going to give you a bigger split, if he's got a cockamamie office you ain't going to make no money in, you don't want to go to. You want to go to Beverly Hills type. You know, when business is automatically going to come to you because the richer people go to the fancier offices and they sell the fancier houses and you make the bigger commissions. Get a nice suit, go out, interview yourself, go in there. But right now, study for that goddamn test. All right, they must have a test schedule. A lot of people go for the test. All right, get that test done, knock it out, and find the richest, biggest money-making brokers in town and join their club. Okay, because when you're part of the club, you're making the grub. What else?
Hey, I just thought about that. Breckenridge was in Colorado. That's where I went.
Breckenridge.
Invest in Breckenridge. Vacation in Breckenridge. Take your ass to
it's
Brecken.
fucking- yeah, go there in the fucking wintertime and try to make a living.
It was nice
You
when I
plow
went.
it. I can see you fucking shoveling snow. Yeah, right. You don't even pick up a paper. You're gonna shovel snow now. What else? Anything else? Or we go eat lunch, dinner? I mean,
Dinner. We get dinner
you
tonight?
got anybody other callers?
We're done for
We're
tonight.
done with the calls. You're done with your chats.
I mean, I have.
Hurry up.
I
Spit it
have-
out.
Go,
I have like
go.
12.
Hurry up. Quick.
All right,
12.
fine. No, we'll go through it. We'll
Quick.
go through it. Shout out House Fan Man. Thank you for the $5. Ben, you improve a parking or common areas. Those are charged back to the tenants under your cam, so nothing really comes out of your own pocket.
Correct. Next.
All right, perfect.
Come on.
Shout out Fly Drip. Thank you for the €5. What does the
Fly
credit limit look like on an Amex for a high net worth individual?
No, I'm not
What
a
is
high
a what?
user.
What does your credit limit look like
What does
For you.
a credit limit
think
look
there is a
like?
limit.
for a person like
on
you?
I mean,
Amex.
if I know I can afford to pay for something, I'm going to use my fucking Amex card, and I'm going to be prepared to pay that motherfucker in 30 days. So, you know, until you fuck them, the sky's the limit, I guess. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe there is some limit on it, but if I wanted to go throw down and buy a car for $100,000 on my credit card, I could fucking do it. Why? Because Amex knows, look at my fucking credit score. I'm going to pay them. I must can afford it. I wouldn't be buying it if I couldn't afford it. The only people who fucked up credit are people that buy shit that can't afford it. What else?
All right, shout out Sean. Thank you for the $27.99. Hi Ben, own 4 units now across 2plex. Good equity in them, maybe $500,000 from Canada, and want to buy something in Hollandale off the beach for rental and maybe free vacation between tenants every couple years.
I mean, that's fine, but you know, don't do it for the free vacation, okay? You made $500,000, you can afford a fucking fancy hotel room. All right. But you know, if you want to go to Hollandale, there's nice parts of Hollandale. Don't you hang out there?
I love
You go to the
Hollandale.
dog
Hollywood
races.
Beach, Hollandale. It's
But
like
you-
almost
you gotta-
Miami.
But it ain't gonna be easy finding a deal that's gonna make you money. And then if you're gonna rent it out by the night, you better be ready to manage that shit. So go out, try to find a deal, and that's great. Great part of town. But you know, don't do it because you want to fucking go there every couple of years for a free vacation. That doesn't make sense. That's not logical. Figure out how much it costs for a hotel room. It'd be a lot cheaper.
All right, shout out
Make
Best,
your money and go on better vacations.
There you
there
go.
you go. Shout out Best Buy. Thank you for the $4.99. Have been to a podcast with Andrew Tate. It would be super
He
entertaining.
won't join us.
I don't know. We'll
Andrew
look
Tate.
into
I'll
it.
let Aaron handle
We'll look into
All
that.
The guy?
He
He
That's the
might.
guy.
You people need to
I
tell
mean,
him.
yeah,
He ain't gonna
everybody
do it
else
'cause
needs to
we
tell him.
ask him. You got to tell him, hey, you need to
Everybody
know
at
Ben
Andrew
Mallow.
Tate
Go
on
ahead,
something.
Aaron. Bust it
Yeah,
down.
but
Somebody at Andrew Tate
Andrew
in the
Tate.
Instagram.
Ben Malin wants to see you. Let's
do
see what
it.
he says about
What is
that.
he? What does he do?
I
I don't
know.
know
Top
anything
G.
about
I mean,
him.
he has like, I don't know.
What does he do
I
for a
don't know.
living? What is his point? He just rags about what the fuck he's
Rafal
how
knows.
rich he is.
Rafal knows.
Rafal knows.
Let's
What
hear
is
it.
No, I think he has a casinos, and he used to
He's
have
a
a
partner.
website with webcam girls.
All right, so he's a
Webcam
big
girls.
porno gambling guy. Big shot. All right, great. So that's fine. I don't really have much in common with him, because my wife would divorce me if I was into porno, and I'm not a gambler, or else I'd piss away all my goddamn money. So I don't know. He's a smart guy making money. God bless him.
But we'll talk to him. I think he's
Yeah.
got some black family too, so I'm gonna really
He's
check in on him.
Anything else?
All
What
right.
else?
Shout out Bajingi. I don't know. Ben, longtime fan. I have 20 grand of debt. I haven't owned a property before. I plan to pay the rent and save at the same time. What should I do in my situation as a newbie, still learning real estate?
I mean, you need to make money. You got to make money so you can get into real estate. If you got 20 grand worth
Need
of
money
debt,
to make money.
if you got 20 grand worth of debt, you should try to get rid of it or keep it, where it doesn't have big payments or whatever. Get rid of all the debt you can. The only debt I want is real estate debt, loans to the bank for mortgages. Everything else, it's going to hurt you. Get rid of your debt if you can. Save up some money. Get an FHA loan with 3.5% down and try to buy something instead of paying rent. The money you're paying rent's going out the window every month. You might still be able to get a loan with the 20 grand debt. Who knows? Go find out. Everybody in the world that's never bought a piece of property needs to go get pre-qualified for at least an FHA loan. All they're going to do is tell you yes, no, or here's what you got to do to get it. All right? What else?
All right. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Cook. Shout out
Don't
Beyond.
just listen to what he says and not go do it. Go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go and fucking do it.
tomorrow and get a loan on those crack houses you bought over in Clearwater.
Well, sorry, my schedule's full, but yes, that's on my list. I gotta
right.
get my shit together too.
All right. Shout out Beyond Dex. Thank you for the $5. House is just about paid off. Owe 40 grand and valued at 675 in
Ooh, big money.
Palm Beach County.
Well, there you go.
Best
So,
way to get cheapest money. Ideas on best way to leverage.
Well, is he selling the house or he just owns it?
He's saying, what should he do? Best way to get money.
House just paid off. We only own 40 grand at 675 in Palm Beach County. Okay, best way to get money. I'd start with the HELOC. I think the HELOC is the easiest, cheapest way for you to get a loan. All right, go and see how much line of credit they'll give you against your equity in your house. And then don't touch the money unless you got to use it for something that's going to make you money. Go shop around. Borrowing money is like shopping. You have to shop around, but if you do a refinance cash out right now, you're going to have to start paying interest on that money. If you got no way to put that money, then you're paying fucking interest for no reason. Go get the line of credit or take the money. And if you can't get a cash out refi, and put it in something like a tax-free muni bond that's going to pay you equivalent or close to what your interest payment is. So at least the money's not costing you nothing. And then if you need to borrow against it, you borrow to get it to a low margin rate. But, go, the HELOC is the best route, I would say, to start with. And then ask the bank, what are my other options? All right.
Go, Aaron. Come on.
Oh, shout out Antonio. Ben. Oh, wait, no, we already did that. All right. Shout out Federico. Ben, I'm
Uruguayan, transferring to FIU in 2024. After that, I'll work in the U.S. to get my green card and become a resident. How do I get started in real estate?
Well, you got a lot of shit ahead of you before you can get into real estate.
He did just
All
say
right?
all the stuff.
First, you got to hurry up and get into FIU. That's not till 2024. How many years you going to spend there getting a degree? You can probably learn real estate while you're at FIU. Vincent went to FU. He's better than you.
Better than UF.
He went to FU. All right. So, go to college, get your degree in whatever you're learning to do. In the meantime, you can get your real estate license if you want while you're here. I don't think you have to be a citizen. You may need a green card to get it. I don't know. But, just start learning.
Or a TIN number.
Or, while you're here in school, try to get a job as a leasing agent. That's the person that should get a leasing agent job while you're in college.
Everybody needs a
And
fucking
you might get a
leasing
reduction
agent
on your
job.
rent at the same building you work at.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Shout out Vlad Bass. Ben, thanks for motivating me into real estate. Shout out Trades Options Trading for the $10. And then shout out Yazurski for the $199. Ben, what's it take to really go rise the riches?
Rise to riches.
What does it really take?
Rags to riches.
What does it really
What does
take?
it really take to go?
It takes the fucking burning desire that you don't want to be a broke ass motherfucker. Okay, let's face it. Okay, you got to have the desire to make money if you want to make money. You can sit around and talk about it and dream about it, but you got to get a plan and make sure the plan's going to work, and then you have to run it to the max. Okay, which I didn't do. I should have ran the max a lot better, but I didn't. So what am I going to do? I did all right, but you can always do better. But the point is, you got to constantly want it, think about it, and get around other people doing it. All right. If you surround yourself with people who ain't making money, you ain't making shit.
Yeah.
If you surround yourself with people who are making money, then you'll make money. What else?
And the next thing with that, just to add to that, you got what he told me a long time ago, but you got to have big balls.
Well,
you got to just if you
can't be stupid and take on too much risk.
Well, if you did the homework and you did this and you didn't do it rush too quick and you did all this, stop talking yourself out of it and fucking do it, okay?
You ain't got nothing to lose if you ain't got nothing.
You need to start. The hardest part is starting.
All right, read the next comment.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
No, somebody commented, "Sorry, I'm late to Weight Watchers call, folks."
Sorry, what?
Sorry, I'm late to Weight Watchers call.
I don't know what you laughing at. They're talking about you, Aaron.
I'm going on a Weight Watchers call.
All right, sorry. Let's see. Shout out Clout Chasing for the $20.
He's going on a Weight Watchers call. I'm going to eat.
Just did a pre-inspection move out for one of my properties. The home looks like it'll need about 30 grand minimum repairs. Should we sell and buy a new property or take the equity out and fix up this property?
I mean, how much is the property worth? That's what matters. Is it worth putting $30,000 into it and selling it? I don't know. And what kind of work do you need to do for 30 grand? I mean, that's a lot of work for, a tenant left in that bad of shape. I don't know. But the point is, you better get a hold of me on the side and we talk about it seriously. We'll go over numbers. We'll go over how much the property's worth. We'll go how much, what you're going to do, how much is worth after you fix it up. I can't sit here all night and try to.
The quick answer: if you don't have the 30K to put in the property, should he sell it? Should he just sell it? He said he can sell it.
Well, if maybe he has the 30 grand, maybe go get a loan against it to fix it up.
Well, but if he doesn't,
I don't know. I got to talk to him and find out the details. What's his income? What's his credit? Does he have a banking relationship? I don't know.
Prices
You can always sell a property that needs work, but you're going to discount the hell out of that. If it needs $30,000 worth of work, the goddamn buyer is going to want you to take off 80 or 100. So because they don't want to have to pay cost and trouble doing the work. What else?
All right, one more. Shout out Cuban. Thank you for the $9.99. What do you do after interest only terms expires for triple net lease? Refinance to another interest only? Thanks.
Listen, I told Ben tomorrow by Monday morning, I want a list of all our loans. I want to see what dates they expire. I want to see what dates the interest only period is up. I want to be ahead of myself. If the interest only period is coming up in 6 months, I'm going to start talking to the bank now to refinance and do another loan with them because I don't want to pay the principal. It's not me. I can't. I need the cash flow. I got high maintenance kids. I got high maintenance wife, and I need the cash flow. So, I try to do everything I can. It's just only I got a lot of collateral, so they like doing it to me because I'm no risk. What do they care if I pay the property down? I'm making them more money. The bank makes more money on more I owe them. If I pay the principal down, the bank makes less money. Why the fuck they want to do that? They can just keep giving me interest only. But that's me. They know I'm no risk. I'm not going to fuck up on a loan. If I get in trouble on a property, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I got enough money to back myself up. So I'm no risk. They can give me all the interest only I want. But you got to work your way up to that level. What else?
All right, wait, sorry. One more.
Come on.
All right, shout out Antonio. Thank you for the $9.99. Ben, I'm so close to selling my rental. It is in final review with the bank. We're waiting on a clear to close from them. Is that close to the end once they clear to close? I'm inexperienced.
I mean, is he selling?
He's so close to selling his rental.
He's almost there.
Listen, it's all done in escrow. All right. When the bank finally lays the documents on the escrow company for the buyer to sign, that's when you're ready to close. But, if they're telling you, if somebody is telling you good information, like the broker or the seller, you can get proof. You can get a letter from the bank, saying, yes, we're doing this loan. It's called loan approval. Get a copy of the loan approval letter. I'm sure the buyer got one. Whenever you borrow money, the bank's going to say, once they approve it, yes, here's a letter saying you're approving the loan. And they give you the terms of the loan. They give you all that shit. So find out if he has his terms. Does he have any documents to prove that the bank is ready to fund the deal? All right. Are we done?
All right. Yeah. Make sure everybody go subscribe. We're almost at 500K. We're at 492K right now.
Don't worry. My videos will get you to 500K.
We
I'll
need
do you a favor.
500,000 subscribers. Listen.
And hit the notification bell. It doesn't
get ready.
hurt.
That link's coming out September 9th, 10th, and 11th. We're going to be at Vincent's home in Fort Lauderdale, baby. You're going to see Vincent in action. Come on down, hang out. You better have the bar open. You better have the restaurant open. You better have the goddamn rooms looking good with nice chairs in them. I want to see the waterfalls in the lobby flowing. I want to hear birds chirping in the goddamn lobby. You better be ready for us because we're going to get down to business. We're going to have a lot of people coming and guests to see you. So you better have your shit together. All right. Be there. Adios, amigos. Say goodbye, boys.
See you soon.
Adios.